completely to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose. 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 It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Ah, expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Ah. Expose. 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 Exposed. Exposed. Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Expose.
Oh, man. That fart is incredible. Good evening, everybody. It should be a very exciting evening of men and women and birds. Right, boys? Right, boys?
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Oh, I hit the wrong chicken button. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, what the hell am I not hearing chicken noises for? So good evening. I see we got a super chat, Cherry Popper. Let's see if YouTube actually... Of course they did. And we got Dan Tippin as a new member. I am thinking of doing something. I really want to push for 1,000 members on this channel. I know that's a tall order, but I'm thinking of doing a giveaway of a nice product that would be new, that I already have. And I'll do the 30 days of chicken suit combination. I'm going to think about it for a little bit, though. See where my thought process with that goes. Don't want to do anything official yet. Who gave the super chat, actually? I forgot to. Papa Doodle Doo from Deadeye, as always, because Deadeye is a fucking legend. Hey, you actually got the notification. That's why the stream is growing at a fairly average rate. Yes, I'm going to send out, just for the winner, a brand new condom. Let me check out how many members I have. I don't even know. Let me go to Studio and take a look on my... Well, I'm well over 50,000 people on here, which is fucking awesome. That is absolutely amazing. So let me take a look. How many members do I have? I have 205 members. Yeah, I think I could push that. I could push it. Oh, man, that was... You know what, though? It doesn't take... It's not as good as this. What's up, Matthew Reed? Oh, you're going to become a pharmacist? I don't see why. This is not official what I'm saying. Not official. I don't see why I couldn't do international shipping on it. As I say that, though, I still have safely in my dresser, Sun Pie, the Soulja Boy console. If you want it back still, it's here. I'm not doing it. Believe me, it's not that I wanted to steal Sun Pie's Soulja game console and play fucking absolutely nothing on it. I don't care about it. It's not that I'm doing anything with it. I'm not trying to make it into a Soulja game NFT. If you want it, I'll send it. I messaged her, just wanted to verify her address a while back. I haven't heard back from her. I just wanted to make sure, because it's not cheap to ship, and I don't want some random person in the UK getting it, Well, that's why I would do a giveaway and the suit for 30 streams. 30 streams. I don't want to say a month or whatever, which, but don't worry. It's not like I'm going to stream 5 times a day just to get it done with. You're going to need an NFT. Could that even be a thing? I think it can. They have NFTs of voices. How I know I have the headphones on backwards? Because the cord slides against my arm. Why does Neil Young want his music? I think I know why. Neil, he wants it removed because he's probably not making enough royalties off of it. Because they do fuck artists over on there. Why do you think a lot of the money with music now is in touring? The days of making money off of record sales is dead. Absolutely dead. That's been dead since the late 90s / early 2000s. If you really think about it, Napster becoming mainstream back in the late 90s was the beginning of the end of essentially the music industry as they knew it. Even before streaming music, you could slap me with a fish, Biggie Cheese, absolutely. Even before, he wants to be out of there because of Joe Rogan. That too. I wonder how Joe Rogan's deal work. I wonder if they shit can him, which I kind of think there's a 40% chance of that happening. I don't know why I hit the applause button for it. I don't really care if he's on there or not. To be quite frank with you, I don't give a shit. I wonder what happens with the money. I wonder if I wonder if he got a cut up front of that 100 million. And what happens to the rest of it. Kind of curious to see how that would work, because there's a chance. So yes, that's true, huh, DBZ? It's so tight. Yeah, Kodak Black makes 100K. That's where the money is now, dude, because there's no sales to be had. Dude, you're not making as much money off of ad revenue with your music videos up there, even if you have a whatever official music channel is out, Vivo. You're not making as much money on there per million views as you would make per million singles sold or albums sold. No way. You're watching me on your new TV, you're watching while something's on the TV. I saw your vid today, and yeah, all the companies, the response to his tweet, it's GameStop besides IGN, they are close second. It was just ridiculous. It's something, first off, it's something he said 20-something years ago. And it wasn't like he said something super racist or he just said that gaming is like masturbating. You know that everyone is jerking off, but no one wants to talk about it. And in 2000, he was right. It still holds. JKB is in the building. And it still holds true to this day. There's still that thing that's so sad. You're 40 and you play video games. That's so adorably pathetic. As they're sitting there playing Candy Crush on their phone for 5 fucking hours. But that's okay, because it's on a socially accepted device. The 1X player back there, I have a couple games downloading on it. That's why it's up here. I look like a dork holding that. My phone, it's a socially accepted device. It's your camera. It's your communications device. It's okay. But it's wow, you're taking around a dedicated device to game with you. That is not considered still to this day socially acceptable. It's just a fact. So he had a right to be pissed at them. And I screen capped it as soon as I saw it last night because I'm like, you know what? I guarantee you someone's going to get in his ear to take it down because they don't want you being human in the corporate world. You cannot have human takes. Like David Jaffe now, because he gives his hot takes on YouTube, I don't think they'll ever ask him to develop a game again. I hope they do. It's not that I want to. I like David Jaffe. I actually support him as a member. But they want you as milquetoast, I think it's the right saying, and white bread as possible. And doing stuff like that. So someone was probably said to him, like, dude, you don't want to actually show emotion. You're a higher up in the corporate world, man. I mean, I'm sure he's worth a good chunk of change now. Yes, I'm drinking seltzer. I saw some of it with Philip Mewson. Alex Jones pleaded the fifth over 100 times. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. This is tyranny. I plead the fifth. Oh, God. Oh, Alex. But, yeah, I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't understand, like, why there's still that stigma, you know? And look, if you're not showering for 2 months straight and you're just sitting around playing video games all day and not leaving the house, yeah, but people do that with television. People do that with, anything. People get addicted to it. There's a guy who fucks his car and is sexually attracted to it. Oh, you do the DSP laugh? Sure. Hey, Richmond, keep the videos that piss off sense so you don't need them as subscribers. Anyway, love your content as Bird ASMR. Birds. Birds. I love birds. I love birds. I wonder... I kind of hope that they don't get rid of him, Spotify, please, because then it's going to be another person that everyone's going to like. Then he's going to go from being he's going to go from being popular to being idolized. And there's already people like masturbating, eating with one hand, eating elk meat in the other hand, who have shrines of Joe Rogan in their basement. So don't do it. Let him. Just debunk him. That's what I said about Alex Jones too. Like, and the misinformation still spreads. You know what I mean? It doesn't stop it. If anything, it accelerates it. So stop deplatforming these people. Not that they're right, but it doesn't work. It has the exact opposite effect. I don't know. American Legend, thank you for also becoming. We're getting some members tonight, man. Yeah, I may have to do this push. We may have to do this push. We may have to go for it. But that's the thing I've noticed. Same with Alex Jones. I feel like he became it hurt him in some ways. But are people stopping? I hear about Donald Trump every fucking day still. Every day. The radical left, a.k.a. Joe Biden, who's basically a Republican, who can't even stay awake for more than 30 minutes and probably hasn't achieved an erection in 10 years. He was the radical leftist that wanted me out of office, I swear. My penis is also bigger than Marco Rubio's. Believe me. Rich, crazy lady trying to buy a kid at what? That's a thing that happened. So, I don't know. We're in a weird, unfortunately, this Pandora's box was coming where everyone has access. Everyone can have a voice now to as many people as want to listen to them. So what do? You can't shut down the internet. I mean, you could try. China has tried. It still doesn't work. They try to, at least like censor it. Still doesn't work. To the point that they have a social credit system in place. They're like, hey, you do anything we don't like, we'll ruin your life. Still doesn't work. You can't close it back up. So wherever the chips fall, they have to fall. Right? Fuck birds. Who had 50K in her car? Who had 50K in the car? Oh, the woman at Walmart. I'm sorry, because I was like 50. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit. I don't know, Neil. I don't know. I'm just a man on the internet who just talks about where the fuck he feels like talking about. I don't know. All I know is that has it stopped Alex Jones deplatforming him anywhere? He made some fucking astronomical amount of money off of all his stupid overpriced piece of shit supplements. Has it stopped him? Does it stop anybody? No, then people hunker down too. Like, look at fucking Gavin McInnes is censored. Like, it's always those words they have to use. So it's like this artificial opposition. Censored TV. I'm being censored. I have a big cock and a flat ass. I'm Gavin McInnes. And unfortunately, like I said, scrolling down to Gavin McInnes' Twitter, I have now known that man has a giant cock because he had a video of him running completely naked on a beach. I don't know why. I have no idea. I'm like, and then, oh shit, why is this? There's no context to it. He's just like, hey, go Trump. Here's my cock. I have no idea what that was about. They changed the ending to Fight Club, really? Like, so, anyway. So, oh yeah, we're actually going to be watching a female predator. I don't know how I feel. If there is some group, I don't know if it's them. Dads Against Predators, that they pissed me off because they were like, oh man, if I didn't have the camera on, I'd fuck you up and blah blah blah. I want to find it because I would actually make a YouTube video on it because it needs to be stopped before another adpocalypse happens. Okay. But YouTube is reactive, not proactive. Ask your doctor about Viagra.
Do you see I'm on the fucking phone?
Yeah, I love the music, man. It's like deplatforming people can work. When was the last time we heard anything about Milo Yiannopoulos or EDP? True. Okay. Valid point. But I feel like if the people still want to be heard, like Alex Jones and like Donald Tremendous with a huge spray tan cock Trump, don't listen to Marco Rubio, he's a dick. If they want to be heard, they can be. But that's a valid point. I bought one of those. Aren't those Can Crusher things? I forget to use mine, but I really should. It saves so much space. It really does. Hey, Rich, you and DSP are from Bridge. I was born in Bridgeport. I was there for like a year of my life. Growing up, was it ghetto and dangerous? Dude, I left there when I was like 2. I was still shitting in diapers when I left there. I don't know. There's some places of Bridgeport that are very nice as being there, and there's some places that are bad. So without knowing where his condo was, where Casa de la DSP was, I don't know. He may have been in a bad area because there are some really bad areas of Bridgeport. Do I believe it was as bad as he was making it out to be? No. Do I think he bought that house out in Washington to try to like make to keep the relationship spiced up. I don't know, Diaz. Maybe not. He just wanted to live in a bowling house. But I don't know. It could very well be, but I kind of think it wasn't. But in his defense, I don't know where his fucking condo was. Dad's against predators. Yeah, that man. He's making me uncomfortable. Why? But why? It is 2022. You don't need 3-hour intros. 3-hour intros the only 3-hour intro that was ever good, in my opinion, was from James fucking Rolfe for the Angry Video Game Nerd. Like, they were old back in 2007, and now they're now. He's still going. Butt cheeks. NVIDIA to drop ARM bid. No, really? That's probably a good thing, man. That would have given them a fucking stranglehold on the market, dude. You know? Birds. Men. So basically, pretext. This is a couple that was looking for an underage girl. To fuck. No, I did not, Solid Crusader. I did not see it. Jesus, people are so fucking sketchy, man. And now the rest of you, like, I mean, I'm glad they were caught. That's good. And you ruin your rest of your life for what? It just baffles the fuck out of me. I know it's like a sickness and these people are fucked in the head, but you don't look at EDP for it. You're never going to live this down. Have you watched Skeeter Gene? He does really. I have not. I have never even heard of Skeeter Gene. I just thought this was baffling. This woman was meeting up for this couple to get this, so they thought was an underage girl to have sex with. Like, okay. And like, what's the difference in between 15 and 18? You couldn't meet someone 3 years older? Why? It's weird. What's the difference? They look, you know what I mean? And even then, I think like the age of consent should be like 20 plus. Like maybe even have it be like the same age. Because dude, I was still a dumbass at 21. Like you go talk to like an 18-year-old now, legal or not, it's like I explained my whole experience that one time on that dating app where an 18-year-old approached me, and it was weird, and I'll never do it again. And I was like, and the first thing I remember saying, for those of you who know, and I'll stop here, I'm not going to go through the first thing I did is made her show an ID, and it was still awkward. Yeah, it was, They're young, man. Hey, Rich, do you like burping or farting more? That's a moot question. It's apple and oranges. Just whatever feels, whatever. You could get satisfaction out of both. Some DSP laughs? Sure. Yes, later after this, Solid Crusader, I can, yes. Who timed you out? I didn't time you out, Hailfire. Were you? I didn't even see anything timed out above. I mean, in their defense, I get why this Dads Against Predator is showing this, so it's all documented, so they can't say they didn't do any of it. Birds. Kind of sounds like SimCity music or American Beauty music. Yeah, that's disgusting. 13 years old. All right, I get it. They wanted to fuck a 15-year-old. Is there anything else here that... Yeah. Yeah. The music is like, they could have picked a better music choice.
Beth? How's it going, Beth? I think you know what we're doing here, right?
What's her faces are so she's like a mixture of like she looks 30, then sometimes she looks 80, then sometimes she looks like Jim Carrey.
I can cause a scene if you don't want to be honest. Who's this? We're Dads Against Predators. Okay. So we catch people that are trying to solicit online kids.
Yeah, why is it? She looks almost like the troll face. Like what? Oh, man.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Watch what she... Oh, I wanted to show you I was deleting everything from my... No, you were there because you were hoping it was an actual 15-year-old girl that you and your boyfriend could have a threesome with because you're both disgusting human beings. Come on. I love... How do these people think... Like, they think these lame-ass fucking lame-sauce excuses are going to work?
Because the only reason I came down was the right...
Martin Litos, thank you very much.
Why would you want to wipe it? Because you were doing something wrong, wasn't you?
Because...
I have all the screenshots.
Yeah.
So, I can make a scene. Let's be honest. What did you want that 15-year-old girl to come here for?
To wipe the phone. Because I didn't realize...
I thought you wanted her to have fun with your husband, and you were scared she was a cop.
No.
That's what you said. I have the
yeah,
screenshot.
so that you could come so I could...
It's amazing when people get caught lying when they didn't think they were going to get caught lying, the shit that they come up with. Like, how is that even remotely believable? Oh, yeah, I came down here to show you the place that I was supposed to meet up with what was supposedly the decoy to fuck them, but that wasn't really what I was there for. I was there to show you, even though I didn't know you existed, to delete my phone to show I wasn't going to do anything. How does that fucking make sense? What's up? Alpha Omega, how are you?
wipe your phone. Because
Why would you want to wipe the phone? You knew how old she was. You kept on saying, I'm scared. The
reason I wanted to show this, too, is that whole illusion that there isn't female predators, they do exist. They absolutely do. I've heard of this before where women will, like, to appease their fucking disgusting pedophile child rapist significant other will, like, I've seen some TV stories where they're like, oh, yeah, they'll let them do their thing to keep them happy. What a monster. That's just as monstrous as the pedophile. Because you want to keep your pedophile husband or boyfriend happy. You'll let a child get ruined? Get the fuck out of here, piece of shit.
I don't want the cops to come. I don't want to get in trouble. So let's be honest, or I'm going to start yelling.
Will you please listen?
Okay, I'll listen.
Because you're really cutting me off right now, and as not exactly cool.
I don't think it's cool to meet up with children.
Yeah, see, I don't either.
Yeah, you don't either, but I was going to. Oh, wow, you're still on a 750 Ti, huh? Man, talk about getting your money's worth. Jesus. I have no idea, dude. I want to try to find a 3080 Ti Founders Edition, but I'm not going to take out a home equity loan for it.
You do.
But I didn't pay attention to the age.
You did.
Until
You asked multiple times. You just showed it. Yeah, you did. You absolutely did pay attention to the age. It's a crock of shit.
after the fact. And then
So
I said,
after this is
"Oh,
over,
shit."
after this is
So
over,
then-
listen.
No,
Let me cut you off because you keep lying.
Wait,
You keep lying.
All right, you just didn't you just tell me that you had let me speak?
Okay, I'll let you speak.
Because
Her fair expressions are so fucking weird.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. I'll let you speak.
if you're not, then I'm just gonna go ahead.
Well, you're hitting
Walk
a 15-year-old
away.
girl and bring her up there with your husband.
Of course, the birds have their own PCDUs.
We got
No,
the proof.
actually, I wasn't.
You weren't chatting with the 15-year-old girl. You was chatting with us, and so
Yeah, but you're not listening.
We're listening.
So again, am I gonna be allowed to speak or not?
go ahead.
I'm not the police.
Okay, because exactly what I told my husband was that's 3 years older than my son. I'm not doing this. And
So how come on the way she?
reason-
Okay, go ahead.
Be-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just frustrating.
yeah, and I get that, but the whole thing is that you're still not letting me talk.
I'm
You
quiet.
got shit to say. Let's be honest.
Actually, I
You
do.
you said you were
I
telling her
do.
husband she's only 3 years older than your son, but 5 seconds ago you were just talking about have you ever done anything with a girl? So let's be honest.
I needed her to come so I could wipe the phone.
Why did you need her to come to wipe the phone?
That makes zero sense.
You know how stupid that sounds.
Yeah, do you not realize that I was
Think of a
not
lie.
paying
Think of a lie.
attention to the age, which I've already said.
She's not awful looking, but then she makes these weird ass faces, and it's like, what the fuck? But I mean, she's a monstrous piece of shit, so. Rapid intro guy farts? Oh, Jesus. Justin Bieber!
Said 3 or 4 times now, right?
Then why would you want to wipe the phone?
Yeah, it's not even any remotely logical fucking reason for that.
Why would you want to wipe the phone? Because you got caught up.
No, because I wasn't paying attention to her age and I didn't feel comfortable. I wanted to wipe the phone. If she really was coming.
So if you knew she was coming, why were you asking her what else she's done with the girl?
I won't give you a scream because I don't want my voice to go out, but it's over 9,000. And then... I love that. That's the best part of his fart. Not even the fart itself.
What I just said.
Because I'll
Why do
lose
you-
my
why
voice.
Because I
You wanna
literally
wipe the
wanted
phone?
her to come.
Why did you? So what?
I am sure as fuck you did.
Okay, you can have her come without her asking what have you done with the girl, though, can't you?
You know when she's 13, right?
Yeah, that makes no... It's such a lie. It makes no fucking sense. That is the weakest... It doesn't... It's not even a... I've seen bad excuses on like Chris Hansen's to get that make more sense than this. So you want to meet up with the person that you want you and your husband to potentially fuck to erase the phone? And not... Like, no... YouTube's looking into it. Of course they're looking into it. NFT, everyone's looking into NFTs. Except me.
Can't you do that?
Whoa.
15. She's 15.
16.
She's 15, about to be 16.
Okay.
Okay, 15, right? So do you want to call your husband down here? I'm not trying to corner a woman, so like we could talk to your
I mean,
husband as
y'all
well.
already did corner me some.
Well,
No, they didn't. You were right near the sidewalk in broad daylight, lady. You were not cornered. You were so not cornered that you were factually not cornered.
You're here to lure a 15-year-old girl.
I'm not here smoking,
Okay.
but just
Out here smoking at the place that I told who I thought was a 15-year-old to meet me to come back with my husband to fuck. What coincidences all around. It's weird.
technical. Here.
Okay. So, how you wanna proceed with this?
I guess that's really your call.
Yeah, okay. So what I was gonna try to tell you earlier
Which
is you're gonna be
actually-
number 37 of the people that we caught to try to lure children offline. So when you go upstairs and you talk to your husband about this, you guys are gonna look up Dads Against Predators on YouTube, and you're gonna see how we put the chat log in there, and then everything that you said will be in there, right?
Wow.
Is that okay?
And just like that, you're done. Deservedly so.
I mean, no, it's not.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's a one-party
So
system
why would
in
you bother
Iowa.
asking?
Because
That's
why
not
would it
answer.
not be okay if it's okay, right?
No. I just
so you know
simply said
You know what you did
no.
was wrong.
So
What
the
you did
fuck
was
is the
wrong,
point
right?
of asking?
Because we want you to realize what you did was wrong, right?
Eric Hag, thank you for becoming a member, if I'm saying your last name correctly. Thank you.
Nah, I didn't, because I didn't do a motherfucking thing.
So
You were asking a little girl how much has she done with a girl? What has she done with a girl
No.
before? I have the
simply
screenshots.
asked-
I have the
Will you
screenshots.
Shut up.
No, I'm not
For
gonna shut
real.
up. I'm not gonna shut up. I'll call the cops.
Go for it.
I'll call the cops if
Go
that's what
for
you
it.
want to do.
Go
Call the
for it.
cops.
These guys got to stop being so fucking confrontational. They'll get more out of people if they stop. Like, all right, we get that you want to spice this up for the camera, but ease back a little. You want her to talk more. You being this aggressive fast is going to get her to shut down. You're not going to get as much damning info. Like, stop. Like this other guy, I don't know, maybe it was this group. I hope I could find the video because I want to make a YouTube video calling it out. But they were like, oh man, if the camera wasn't here, I'd fuck you. Like, why are you saying that? Like, could you picture Chris Hansen saying, man, if the camera wasn't here, I'd fuck you up? No. Like, you want to, like, have these cases, but they don't, some of these people don't really care about the cases sticking. They just want the clout. That's the problem. Yeah, dude, she goes from, like, looking 30 to looking 80 with, like, just a grimace. I've never seen anything like that before. It's nuts.
Call the cops.
Call the cops and tell them that you're protected.
I'll call the cops and then show them your messages.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I can also tell them the real reason I had you come.
Yeah.
You're gonna believe that?
But they're not going to believe it.
Now,
Oh, that's good. Don't put your butt out in an ashtray. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Call the cops, bro.
are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. We don't play about children around here.
She probably thought there were, because she's a woman, that there was like 0% chance of this happening too.
Where's your man at? Get him on here.
No, because all I already said was I wanted to wipe the phone.
Why would you want to wipe the phone if you did
Actually,
nothing
I
wrong?
have text
If you did
messages
nothing wrong,
of
why would you?
saying
Let's see him.
about how I wanted to wipe the phone.
Okay. Great.
That was it.
Why would you want to wipe the phone if you did nothing
I already
wrong?
told you why.
But you didn't do anything wrong, so why would you wipe it?
Why would you show up like this?
Because you're here to meet a 14-year-old girl.
No.
15.
No,
I'm sorry, 15-year-old girl.
I'm not here smoking. Well, was smoking.
I have the text message where you said you're coming out smoking after I sent you the picture of where you were right here. That's why you're standing
Of
right
what
here.
picture?
I sent you a picture of this
No,
wall.
you didn't.
Yes, I did. But that's okay.
Okay, but no, you didn't.
I did.
Just so we're
But that's okay. Let me see my phone.
Didn't you just throw out your other cigarette that didn't seem done? She doesn't even know what the fuck she's doing right now. Jim Karen, that's actually pretty good. No, I'm not watching any of Chet shit.
I'll show you. What were we talking on again? Scout, right? That's the picture right here.
Okay.
So
Well,
I did.
Didn't get it, so I don't know what you're talking
So how you want to handle this? I would like to speak to your husband about why he's luring a 15-year-old girl here as well.
Is he part of it?
And then see
I'm sure this isn't their first rodeo, and I'm sure he has an idea what's going on.
See if you guys' stories match.
Come on. Hey, what's going on? Fun Explore Games. How are you?
Like this could all kind of be over with once you just admit what you're doing is wrong. What you did was wrong. And I get that you don't want to get in trouble. You already said you didn't want to get in trouble.
No,
I understand that, but you have to understand that luring a child is wrong, is it not?
You have to understand that the whole reason I said to come here was because I realized the age, because at first I really wasn't paying attention.
Then why would you say, I don't want to get in trouble, and I'm scared, I'm nervous about this?
What did I just fucking tell you? You are still not listening.
So you got the age wrong, but then you got scared and you said,
Yeah,
oh.
and then I wanted you to come in so I could wipe that fucking phone.
So why would you?
I didn't realize.
So
it at
why
first.
would you
Like,
ask
so
her?
I just
What have you done with the child? Like, what have you done with the girls? Why would you ask her
Yeah, of course her husband, and I'm sure they've done this before, unfortunately.
that?
I wasn't meaning to ask her that.
You know?
Who was meaning to ask?
I was meaning to ask somebody else.
Oh, you accidentally sent that.
Yeah.
I see.
Actually, I can show you how many different girls I've already asked that.
Okay.
So
How many of them are underage?
But what does that matter? It doesn't mean you weren't like feeling more emboldened to try going to a lower age.
Here, you can look.
That's what we care about.
There you go.
Because
You can
you're trying to bring a little 15-year-old girl in the possession with you and your husband.
let's
That's
see.
pretty fucking weird.
This one is 25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, you can look. Without that.
But you were cool with 15.
What- without
Without
what?
that on it, you can look
But you're
and
cool-
see the
you
age.
were
Look
cool
at
with 15.
Here.
Hey, you guys know this lady and her husband's here to meet a 15-year-old girl.
No,
To take them up
that
to their room.
is so fucking wrong.
Dads Against Predators. Look us up on
25.
YouTube.
Okay.
See, that always bothers me because that's what they're looking for. And the thing is that these guys, I don't think they're not banned, but I'm saying like our buddy Chet from the Predator Poachers, they could just keep going around the ban evasions because they get the money and the clout and shit that go to their websites and stuff like that and merch and all that. So YouTube could try to ban them as many times as they want to.
27.
Okay, great, but what is it? Doesn't mean you didn't try something with someone younger this time. All right, so you're doing what you should be doing. Congratulations. Meeting up with people that are of consenting adult age. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Okay.
Wait.
And go to the...
35. Wait.
That's a man.
Just chill. No, fine. Sorry, my bad on that one. No, they said out.
So he was out
Brandon,
here.
wait.
He's out here trying to find a willful
26.
partner.
Wait. Are you seeing this? Wait, no,
But
shush,
if they
listen.
said at 15, it's all good.
No, I already
That
told
make
you
it
that.
cool?
25.
We already know.
No, you're...
Yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, maybe 5 minutes, and then they should call the cops. Like, you could get enough of a story, you know, they prolong this, and it's just silly.
You're gonna look.
And then
You
what's
just
that
said.
group? Does that take away all of the...
Those faces are ridiculous. I've never seen
All the bad
someone...
things that you said to a child.
You could just tell she's fucked up in the head from those faces, man. Like, who does that? I don't do that when I'm constipated taking a shit. Yeah, she's on something. Absolutely. I was thinking that. She's addicted to something.
Supposedly her to come so I can wipe the phone.
Obviously, she's not a woman who makes good life choices, so.
But are you seeing this? No, come on. 21.
That's cool.
No, because you're not looking.
I did. They're all of age. But
Yeah, exactly.
But who's the one that's here?
we're worried about the one that's
Yeah,
out
but they're not of age, and that's all that matters.
where you're trying to get kids, because people like you that try to get kids are dangerous.
This girl could disappear.
What's wrong with being a vigilante is that a lot of times, because these aren't handled properly, these cases get thrown out the window. And on top of it, too, if you circumvent the court of law, that basically it will make society crumble. Because if we could just go around pointing fingers at people without having due process and having innocent until proven guilty, then we'll just have witch hunts again. How do those work out? You know?
Here.
Why would I get angry, though? I'll just explain it. You know what I mean?
You know she's from Ohio, right? You're asking, are you with your mom, or are you with your parents, or just your sister? He was asking that. Why would you ask those kind of questions? What'd you say?
Well, I did not ask shit.
I'm paraphrasing. You said... Oh, so is it your husband?
So now you can just paraphrase whatever way
No,
you
no,
want.
but the thing is all the chat logs, is going to be on there. So all the chat logs is on there. So if I sound stupid, they'll just let me know I sound stupid. Excuse me, guys. This woman and her husband is here to meet a 15-year-old girl. Disgusting, right?
No, that's where you're
Disgusting,
wrong. I just
right?
wanted the girl to fuck.
Well, yeah, you found us, right?
You can leave.
I don't have to leave. You don't own this place. Excuse me, sir. He's trying to lure children. She's trying to lure children with her husband here. I have all the screenshots. They want a 15-year-old girl. They try to lure a 15-year-old girl here. I have all the screenshots.
I wonder what happened with her. That's the thing. Unfortunately, probably nothing. So, we got more bangers here. Let's keep going. I'm going for a long time. That's why I started early. Dads against predators.
What are you here for?
To get tater tots.
He just say to get tater tots. Yes, he did. What is with the music is ridiculous, but for some reason it just it shouldn't fit at all, but it does. I gotta piss real quick before we start. I'd rather piss now than piss mid-video, so let me go piss birds. Not piss on birds. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. What's up, Alexander? God, she smokes Marlboro Red, so she probably has that stank-ass breath, man. You could smell her breath. It smells like a horse shit in her mouth when she wakes up in the morning. Yeah, these intros are pretty brutal. Sure, why not? Doesn't Jimmy Dore use that sound? like what? I guess you just get to the point. Obviously, a lot of times these people have severe. I know this is obvious, severe psychological issues, but like, where do you get to the point where like, you know what? I'll risk ruining my entire life for what? I guess they just don't care anymore. It's just like whatever happens, happens, I guess is what they get to. It's strange. Especially now with the, like, you can't get away with anything. Anything. So why would you even, like, especially now with all these groups popping up, like, it's everywhere now. It's not just Chris Hansen doing it anymore. Look up DAP Inc. caught in 4K. Okay. Okay, so we know he's factually a terrible person. Oh, Jesus. They go to... Oh, man. Yeah, okay. He's a fucking disgusting pervert. We got it. The bird will tell you to make sure that you have your own bird to poke corn out of your holes. I can't talk today. Fuck you, bird. Jesus, man. Like, yo, meet me at this. Like, incriminate yourself all the way, dude. Just go nuts. Meet me specifically right here so I have nothing that I could deny in court. Well, that's the fucking thing. A lot of these people don't because of how these are handled. That's the problem. They don't get arrested. Now, like I said, the archfiend valid argument is that a lot of times these guys would never be on the law's radar, and they may, God forbid, just go around and actually hurt kids. But I'm sure some of these guys would have been, and these cases get fucked up because of how these vigilante groups handle them. It's a double-edged sword.
What you doing here, sir? Let's just have a talk before you run off. You want to have a talk about what you're doing here?
Doing here?
Yeah, what you doing here?
I'm just basically looking at TVs.
Oh, yeah? Who you here to meet?
Huh?
Who you here to meet?
As you were standing there awkward. Yeah, I'm not looking at the TVs. I'm just standing by, but I'm looking at the TVs.
Yeah.
I just came here to meet.
Is your name Josh Schaefer? So how do I know you're here in the TVs? How do you think I know that you're here in the TVs and I know your name? Do you know me?
You just saw the look in his face. He's like, yep, the rest of my life is never going to be the same as soon as it clicked. You just saw it. It was just like... done.
Look, you know what this is?
Well, the shirt is valid. The shirt says he's thirsty. He is. I don't think for a drink, though. But
You know what that is? It's a Dads Against Predators t-shirt. You heard about us?
I'm not really here to do anything.
Then show me your phone and show me you've been talking to... Listen what?
No, listen. I only came here to look at the TVs. Literally, I didn't say nothing. I said I always came here to look at the TVs.
Oh, come on.
If you wanted to meet here, you can. That's all I was doing.
So you think it's okay to meet with a 14-year-old girl in a public place? You think it's okay? How old are you? 23, right?
Listen, I literally
No,
just came
you
here
listen.
to look at the TVs.
You listen, please.
I literally just came
no,
here
stop.
to look at the TVs.
No, you didn't.
And you could see in his face he's fucking lying. I'm not a detective, but come on, bro. Human nature to lie is so fucking terrible.
Yes, I literally just came here to look at the TVs.
You said where are we gonna go after this, didn't you? Why are you shaking? Look at you, you're shaking.
Dude, I just came here to look at the TVs.
Then call the police.
Oh, zoinks!
Do you think I'm on the fucking phone?
I just came here to look at the TVs, I swear. We need more special sauce. Put that mayonnaise in the sun.
Police if I'm harassing you. Let's call the police.
Dude,
What?
dude,
What?
I'm just here to look at the TV.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Does
Does it look like there's even TVs to fucking buy here?
Yeah, where are the fucking TVs, dude? I'm looking at TVs. There's like 2 no-name brand TVs. That's like the last place I would ever fucking go to look for a TV.
There are
Go to Rent-A-Center before you go there.
TVs up here, bro.
Where?
There are TVs up here, bro.
Are these for sale? Do you see any on the boxes?
There are TVs looking up here.
Dude,
I was walking back and down here.
You know how stupid you're gonna look when I post all the screenshots and all the messages? You're gonna look stupid, man.
I don't have enough reviews, though. He has to go to, like, HD TV Test or Stop the FOMO. I have a couple, that's it. And they do much more thorough because they have the equipment. I just have a small dick and an opinion.
Stop lying.
Dude, you
Stop
look
lying.
stupid.
Oh, I look
There are
stupid?
TVs up here. There
Please
are
tell me why I
TVs
look
up here.
stupid.
There are TVs
So why
up
am I
here.
here? Why am I
There are
here?
TVs up
Did
here,
you text me and tell?
There are
Did you
TVs up
text?
here.
Okay, stop arguing. You know he's not there to look at the TV. Stop taunting him to fluff out the video and be like, "Hey, man, all right, cool. You're here is how I could show you that you're not looking for." Were you going like? Are you trying to look at what your cock will look like on one of the fucking TV screens? Is that why you sent pictures to who you thought was a 14-year-old girl? Like, come on, man. Yes, maybe we'll do that after. That'll be fun. I don't think they're copyright happy. We'll see what happens. Worst comes to worst, they stop the stream and start a new one then.
Me and tell me, hey Josh, I'm over here looking at the TVs. Did you say that? Or were you texting somebody else?
I literally just came down.
Why are you
here to-
shaking?
I literally just came down here to look at the TVs.
Did you?
Dude, just
Okay, I'll post a
how about you
video.
just walk
You're
away
here.
and leave me alone,
No,
please?
no.
Dude, I literally just
How about you leave
came here to
kids
look at
alone?
TVs.
How long you been talking to a 14-year-old?
How about you just get to the fucking point and show him this stuff? Like, this is what I'm saying with these groups, man. Yes, these guys are pieces of shit. It is not me white knighting for them, and I'm making that abundantly clear. These are garbage human beings. But this is event. Someone is going to, God forbid, get shot, or someone's going to get hurt, which I first and foremost don't want to see. And then you're going to have advertisers say, "We here at blah, 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 butt sex industries, don't condone the actions of these vigilante groups and are pulling our ads." And then a billion other people are going to pull their ads, and another apocalypse is going to, there's no applause for that. Why am I hitting the applause? It's not an applause-worthy thing. But it's going to happen.
Girl online. How long? How long? Answer. How long have you been talking to this 14-year-old girl? Back the fuck up.
Dude, no,
Social distance.
6 feet apart, bro.
Thank you. Social distance.
Just
Shut up.
quiet. No, just quiet.
Okay. Explain yourself.
Okay, seriously.
Yeah, shut up and let him explain himself, and then show him the chat, and then call the cops. You still get a good, juicy video.
I literally talked to whatever the fuck you guys are doing
Oh, that $79 TV, man, looks tempting.
with the girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the first time, and the second time, I'm pretty sure. Did it look like the first 2 times I went over?
No. Are you here now? How many times have you talked to a girl and then punked out and then you showed up this time? Look at you, you're shaking.
Dude,
You're shaking. Why are you shaking?
Look at the TVs.
Who comes to look at TVs and start
I just
shaking?
came here to look at the TVs.
Oh, you're gonna get kicked out. You're gonna get
I just
kicked
came here to
out.
look at the TVs. Why
Okay.
are you videoing?
Why am I videoing?
Yeah,
Ask
why are
me.
you videoing?
Who, these guys fistful at a Predator? You got to send me your receipt of that, man, because I'll make a video. Like, that shit got to stop. This is insane. I've already saw that DAP did. You got to send me a link, Beal. I'll make a video on that shit tomorrow.
Who are you here to meet?
I just came to get something to eat. But even Chris Hansen with that, it was like, okay, he did the like, dude, come on, 48 hours. You showed up naked yesterday to our sting, and now the second sting today, you, the same guy, is here meeting at a McDonald's trying to fuck another underage kid. Are you fucking serious? And he, like, that's something that, you know, that's fluff-worthy content. And even Chris Hansen, it was still great, but he got to the point. I just came to get something to eat.
Dude, I just came here to look at the TVs.
Then pull out your phone and show me that
I
you
just
wasn't.
came here to look at the TVs. Seriously.
We're gonna get kicked out.
Okay, and
Okay. I'm getting kicked out right with you. You're going to get kicked out too because
Oh.
you showing what you were doing.
Dude, just leave me alone. Okay?
No. I'm not going to leave you alone. I thought you were looking at the TVs.
He doesn't even show them the chat logs. Like, this is a mess.
Does it look like I'm looking at the TVs?
No, it looks like you're walking away because you're scared that I caught you. It looks like you're walking away because you're scared I caught you. Nah. This man's here to meet a 14-year-old girl.
Does it look like I'm looking for meeting somebody? I'm looking at the TV.
Come on,
now.
man.
Leave me alone.
Come on, man.
Just leave me alone.
He's here to meet a
Dude, just
14-year-old
leave me
girl.
alone. I'm looking at the TV.
Have you
for
seen
crying
the
out loud.
Dads Against Predators video?
I'm just looking at the. I was
He's
looking
here
at
to
the
meet a
TV. How
14-year-old
about
girl.
leave me alone?
Look at you. You're causing a scene.
I don't think the meds you're going to like see how they were doing that. So.
No, I know. I'm already kicked out.
Why wouldn't you, like, CC unit would have brought them outside? That would have been the way to handle it. It's just shit, man. It's just, yes, this guy is garbage. Don't take twisted. Believe me, I'm not. Don't want to get that twisted. But what happens if this guy had a gun and shot him? Shot the person with the camera because he snapped. I was watching actually because it recommended it to me, so I fell down the rabbit hole. Chet Goldstein or whatever he goes under now, Bob Flowers or Sandy Buttsex. There was some big fat dude that literally, like, he made me look slender. He came out shirtless with a shotgun. He put the shotgun down and he ended up like just talking to them. But what happens if he didn't do that? Yeah, Solid Crusader. I could check the Twitter DM. I'll check it now.
For crying out loud, I'm going to get your license plate. Make sure you get home
Turn around and
safely.
walk away for crying out loud.
No, I'm just going to get your license plate.
Leave me alone.
Make sure you get home safely. Make sure you don't hurt yourself and I don't hurt you. No.
Leave me alone.
Not going to leave you alone.
Knock that TV off you.
I'll check that out
I'd like
later,
to
man.
try
The
it.
interview. I saw it.
See what you did?
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, look at that.
I'd like to see
Maybe
you
watch
try.
where you're going.
This man's here to meet a 14-year-old.
Why are you... Holy shit. This guy's an idiot. Why is he provoking him? Dude, this is not how you handle this, man. These fucking people are idiots. It's pissing me off.
This man's here to meet a 14-year-old girl.
For crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Leave me alone.
Why are you here to meet children?
Just leave me alone.
What are you here to meet children
Does it
for?
look like they're saying
Do what CC... I mean, even CC Unit, I'll argue, stretches out his videos a little much. But at least he would have had the common sense to take him outside.
anybody here that I don't want to meet?
No, I showed up. That's why.
Yeah, you showed up.
I got all your shit.
Yeah, what are they recording this on? Like, even like a mid-range phone should take better video than this. Well, actually, wait.
Oh, everybody's going to know about this, bud.
Yeah,
Your mom's gonna see this
720p.
shit.
Really? 720p in 2020? Yeah. What the fuck, man?
Oh, yeah.
I'll fuck you up.
Why you fucking leave me alone?
He did. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, I gotta save this shit. I'm making videos on this. I'm making a fucking video on this. This infuriates me. Look at him. What the fuck? Why are you provoking him, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why is this okay? Yo, I need to copy this shit right now. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is pissing me off, man. These fucking idiots. You see that shit? It's not just me, right? Like around, let's do 1028. This is pissing me off. This is not okay. Look at this. Look at this. You fucking...
Now I'm going to beat your ass, bitch. Come on.
What the fuck are you doing? Dude, these are just guys who were like bullies in high school who are like, oh, okay, we could get away with this because these guys are predator pieces of shit, which they are. But you can't handle it like this. Do you want to see these people be brought to justice? This is what you don't fucking do. You can't, dude, and here we go. How are you mad at that? You can't do that. That's not how it's handled. I don't understand why people don't get that. Like,
Come on.
For crying out loud. Would you stop that?
Come on.
Leave me alone.
Come on.
this guy ain't gonna get arrested now. He ain't gonna go to jail. Sitting there poking and prodding. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Nah, man, there gotta be a video made. This is insane. This is absolutely bonkers.
Leave me alone.
You have to conduct, you want to get these pieces of shit behind bars. You got to get these motherfucker. You got to handle this better. You got to handle it like CC Unit mostly does.
Come on. Animal charge you for assault. No! No!
Dude, you won't, your assault charge won't hold up. You're provoking him and you're right in his fucking face. Is this guy about to turn into the incredible voice cracking Hulk?
Call the cops. Call the cops. You're in trouble.
Yeah, call the cops after I fucked up the entire case by acting like a fucking child. Call the... Dude, you should have called the cops when he was in the back of the fucking store. That's when you should have called. You should have talked to him for a second, showed him the chat log. Yeah, dude, you're fucked. Hey, officer, I have a pedophile back here was trying to meet and fuck a 14-year-old. You get your video. The case is done. You move on. No, you have to do this for clout chasing and you just sit there and fluff up the video as much as you want. And if you don't get that, and like, yeah, if you just want to see people be bullied, then you're part of the problem too. That's why these people do it.
I know you see the videos. You're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, he's not, because you handled it like an asshole. I like anxiety. I don't know what he's done. Hasn't he stopped doing the chases? He was pretty good too.
911.
Yeah, clout over justice. Like, I don't understand how people don't get that. I don't get it.
Sure.
Like, people say I'm defending these guys when I say I'm not fucking defending them. They're pieces of shit.
Well, fucking leave me alone, even though I asked you countless times to leave me alone.
Okay, what are you here for?
Leave me alone.
What are you here for? Just leave.
Alone.
Just leave.
Well, just leave me alone, for crying out loud. I asked you nicely. Can you please leave me alone?
I asked you nicely not to fuck with kids, but you're still doing it.
Does it look like there's anybody here?
No, because I showed up.
Leave me alone,
I showed
please.
up. No, what are you scared of?
Leave me alone.
If you're not...
This is harassment in and of itself. I'm pretty sure that he's already breaking a law right here, the clown with the camera. I'm pretty sure.
You're doing nothing wrong. What are you scared of?
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Okay, then we're going to find out when the cops get here.
Doesn't really sound like Ashton Kutcher.
And I show them the screenshots. Easy.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen that one day these guys are like I said to you, I was just watching one with Chet Goldstein, whatever the fuck his name is now, because he evades the bans. Where it was this big fat dude where the shotgun came out. He put down the shotgun and was cordial even after, like, he started. But what happens if the guy decided to, you know, become a fat John Rambo and blow them the fuck away? Yeah, I'm sorry. If they cared about getting guys like him off the streets, the cops would have been called at most 5 minutes in. You get your video, you get the conversation, you show him, so you show him agreeing to things, so you can hand that evidence to the cops. You just fucked it all up because you're more concerned about clout. Dads against predators. If you're really a dad against predators, you wouldn't handle yourself like a fucking Neanderthal. Period. End of discussion.
Easy.
Just leave me alone, please.
Dude, just leave me alone, please.
And now he's mocking him like he's 15 and he's going after a dork in high school. Oh my god.
Leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
Dap caught in 4K. Well, we'll finish this. Yes, Dap caught
Dude,
in 4K.
I just want to meet 14-year-old girls in peace. I just want to meet 14-year-old girls in peace.
Is it that hard to leave me alone, please?
Is it that hard to not pray on...
He still hasn't called the cops. Still hasn't called them. Still has not called the fucking cops. So let me see what you said on StreamLabs. Sorry. StreamLabs came in, huh? Ah, yes. Yes, exactly. Flashback. And if these people attack the pedos now have an assault case against these dumbasses. Yep. The guy with the cameras, yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
Okay, is that right? Literally, just leave me alone.
No, just go home.
I think these guys don't actually care about catching pedophiles. It's like, wow, who can I actually degrade and treat like shit, and people won't look at me and think I'm a bad person because I just have my own anger issues and want to chase clout. Ah, I could go after pedophiles. That's exactly what it is. No, they give if he gave a shit about protecting kids against people like this guy, this would have been handled completely different. If you don't see that, you're a moron like Dads Against Predators. Sorry. You know, I hate this. They don't care about catching those predators. They just want to get the 5 minutes of fame. I was almost met at P when I was a child through the internet. So yeah, they are stupid. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, so you almost got groomed into meeting somebody. Thank God you didn't.
Yeah, I'm being harassed over here by the
Dads Against Predators.
Sandusky.
Yeah, like everyone knows. Dads Against Predators. Like, oh yeah, I totally know who they are. I know that's what who you like. Like, you're some actual fucking legal group that they're going to be like, oh, well, it's Dads Against. We'll be there. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. This is so disgusting.
Dads Against Predators.
Walmart. Yeah. Because I asked them nicely to leave me alone, and they haven't leave me alone once. I said that shit, dude. What? Sorry, what? It's the Dads Against Dads Against Predators.
It's just a random guy who set up a sting set up to catch you. Dads Against, like you know, they work with like law enforcement.
Even though there's
like officially, I'm sure they've sent over paperwork and shit, like when they have all the screen shots and everything. But you know what I mean.
Nothing here, and I've been asking them lately to leave.
You own Walmart?
Joshua Schaefer. Yes, Joshua Schaefer.
Joshua Schaefer. That's going to go on the YouTube. Just put your whole name out there. Good job.
And I'm over by Walmart in Fremont.
Oh, sorry, full screen.
Home and pharmacy side, but who's shaking? Who's shaking?
Just leave me alone, please.
What?
Just leave me alone.
No, I'm going to leave you
away.
alone after the
Please
cops
go away.
come, and then they're going to get the
Please go away.
screenshots.
Please go away,
No, they're
bro.
going to get the
Please-
screenshots.
Just please go
The cops
away.
are coming, and they're...
What happened with one of the G4 hosts? What's wrong with your you have ear ringing, Leanne Wilson? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Diddlers. I'm not sure which. I know what. Obviously, but short-sighted ignorance at its finest. The DA. Yeah, these guys are idiots.
They're
man.
going to get the screenshots. Do you
Please
understand
go
that?
away.
The cops are coming.
Please go away.
And they're going to get the
Just
screenshots.
Please go away.
What you going to do?
Just please go away.
What you going to do?
Just please go away.
What you going to do?
Just please go away.
No.
I'm asking you nicely to go
I'm telling you nicely, no.
away. I'm asking you nicely to go away.
I know.
Please.
God will get him.
Just please go away.
God will get you.
Please go away.
Thank you for that. God will get you. Why do you want me to go away? Why don't you please go
I
away?
want to meet.
Why don't you please go away?
Please go away.
No, because I'm going to show the cops.
Please go.
I'm going to show the cops.
Please go.
I'm going to show
Can
the
you
cops.
Please go.
Why? You don't want me
Can
to
you
show the
please
cops?
go?
No. No. I'm not
This is the most cringeworthy thing I've ever seen in my life.
going nowhere.
what's up?
You're here to meet a 14-year-old girl. Can you please go?
I'm over by.
You're a fucking pervert. Hello. What?
Yep.
Probably don't want to let him back in your store.
Go away.
Why should I go away? I'm waiting for the cops. I'm doing...
That's the outfit that he... Neon green shorts, socks hiked up 6 feet into the air. That's the outfit he wanted to meet to hook up with anybody in?
doing the right thing. I'm waiting for the cops. I'm waiting for the cops.
Please go away.
Because you want me to go away so the cops don't see what you're doing.
That's what I'm trying to do, but they're talking to me.
Then why do you want me to go away? Are you going to let that man back in the store? I want to let this man back in the store.
You can't cause a scene at a business. Doesn't matter how noble your purpose is, which on paper your purpose is noble, but you're not doing this for noble purposes. Your actions speak louder than your words. There is one of these channels that exposed a guy, and he ended up suiciding himself shortly after the video was uploaded. He was boasting about it. That's what I'm saying. Look, I mean, and look at the damage that happened to To Catch a Predator. Do you have that video that you could send me, Higgs, on Twitter? Like, I need to make a case against this. I know I'm not as relevant as other YouTubers by any stretch, but maybe it'll spread. This has to stop because it's going to end in someone's going to get shot and killed, most importantly, and I don't want to see that happen, even if they're assholes like this guy, DAP. And then on top of it, it's going to fuck up the platform. You know, unbelievable that the good guy wants for the predator. It's just, dude, they're teasing him to just fluff it up to get more clout.
He's not allowed to hear that either.
You can't tell them who's allowed. You're the one who started the fucking scene, dude. Yes, he's a piece of shit. I agree. They don't want this in the story because it disrupts everything. It's bullying. It's exactly what it is. Yes, he's a piece of shit. I can't say it enough. But yes, he's bullying. It's his absolute bullying. I'm going to have to take a piss after this. I feel it again. This is what happens when I eat nothing for dinner and now I'm guzzling seltzer.
Come on. Entrance is on the other side.
Gonna need more coffee, too, for the birds. The birds need coffee. I love birds.
Oh, so...
Well, it's not his content. He can't copyright it, but I would like him to make a video calling out why these are awful. Maybe he already has. I don't know.
He set this guy up.
Do me a favor, you might want to stop that. You're clicking on one of the internet. I believe it will.
Okay. Where you work? Like, what do you mean? Like,
you have full corporate in order to ability to film anything on that.
Okay.
So please stop.
Okay.
Back out.
They actually have an ending like a 90s sitcom where they a blah 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 production. Oh God, what a shit show. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'll be back in a hot second. Birds and do I have to take a dump? Yeah, I think I do. Birds. Just gonna refresh my coffee, be right back. Yes, there was a turd, and yes, the hands are washed. I didn't hit the music and there was just birds. That's what I'm saying, Lyoko. You nailed it. Imagine if these owns were the ones that these clowns, I think you mean, or the ones that busted Jared Fogle, he'd still be walking around the streets. There's a good chance of that. And you know he would still be trying, he'd be going after kids. Without a doubt. I don't know if I could watch them fist fighting here. So, let's just keep going with that. As much as I want to see that.
Hey, who you here to meet? Read my shirt.
Let me see if I can find it. DAP caught in 4K. Nah, I can't show them fist fighting somebody. I'll take it for my own notes, though. All right. I can't show that, obviously. But that's all I need. I'll have to censor it for tomorrow.
Hey, who you here to meet? Read my shirt. You know what it is.
Skeeter Gene? What is Skeet? All right, I'll look it up real quick. Whatever. We could go back to these clowns. Which I guess you could say. All right, we'll watch this one. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Where you headed to? Where you coming from? About to head back home. Head back home?
Well, he's actually here to meet a 13-year-old girl. Carlos, why'd you want a 13-year-old girl to stay the night with you?
I was just talking there.
Just
there. It's always just talking. Always just talking.
Talking?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a warrior.
Your sex offender registration?
No, but I'm probably gonna be getting that.
I don't know these guys yet, but it seems like they're handling this way better already.
Come to Lincoln Park. This isn't how we play here. Stay in your neck of the woods. You might stay out of trouble. Right now, you're pending trouble.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Skeeter, back at you with another hot bowl of Predator pasta.
Who can upload fights on YouTube? I'll have to find out before I make the video tomorrow, man. It's that simple. I got to be careful with stuff like that. I'm pretty sure showing violence is against YouTube's terms of service. I'm pretty sure. I got to check it out.
This time with a side of justice, served by the Lincoln Park Police Department. So yeah, shout outs to them for coming out and getting this guy in, making the world a better place by getting one predator off the street at a time. So yeah, this guy, his name is Charles, at least that's what he calls himself.
Oh shit, what happened? What the fuck happened? Really? Here we go.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Skeeter, back at you with another hot bowl of Predator pasta, this time with a side of justice, served by the Lincoln Park Police Department. So yeah, shout outs to them for coming out and getting this guy in, making the world a better place by getting one predator off the street at a time. So yeah, this guy, his name is Charles, at least that's what he calls himself.
Okay, I'll check him out.
Looks like he's 28.
Now I'm going to mention too that there are people that are good, like CC Unit. These guys are giving me a good impression so far. But the problem is that the most videos I see, it's that shit that we saw before. What do you think? And what do you think is eventually going to happen with confrontations like that? It's going to end violently and horribly. It's not even an assumption. It's already kind of has. Yeah, because it's still looked down upon, Jason. It's not as much, and gaming is more mainstream than it's ever been, but it's still looked at as a child's hobby.
8 years old in the Clinton Township area. Oh, you can see here he looks really classy in the suit. I think he
has a giant head.
Pulls it off nicely. I can appreciate,
pulls it off nicely.
So as always, shortly into the conversation, I tell him here I'm 13. I say, is that okay? He says, Jesus Christ, I don't believe it. Tell him I really am, and he says he really doesn't believe me. Here he asks if I have
he was excited, yes, you're underage. Yes, what the fuck,
strict
man?
Mom. Say here, there's certain things that she's not cool with. He asks, like what? I say, probably talking to adults online. Here he says, I can imagine. I'm more than twice your age. Is that bad? What do you think, Charles? I mean, do you really, if you have to ask it, then, what do you think? Here he says he's worried about getting the cops called on him. I ask him, well, why would the cops get called on you? He says, because your age and...
Skeeter Tails, this guy?
I don't know about your parents. I say, here, I could probably sneak out. He says, stay the night with me?
Yes, we'll do that too. It's only 9 o'clock, man.
He says, you'd be so cute in your clothes you sleep in, getting under the blanket. You would absolutely be the perfect little spoon. I'd pull you close to me. I would love to kiss you, to be honest. I'd love to be sitting on my bed or on a chair and just have you sitting on my lap while I kiss you. I might kiss up and down your neck a little, if that's
This guy sounds like he's reading a really bad fucking creepy romance novel. Like an audiobook.
Okay, too. And he talks about coming to pick the 13-year-old girl up, and I tell him, no, I can't do it. Don't come tonight. The only reason I told him that is because I didn't have anyone to come and record the video with me at the time. And here he's sending pictures of him driving, even though I told him not to for whatever reason.
What are you talking
he just
about?
Starts going crazy, blowing up my phone with all these text messages. Yeah, it's just, it's just crazy. So, he wouldn't meet in the store, so I decided to go ahead and, call the police on him and let him know what kind of car he was driving. And, it all went downhill from there for him, really.
Well, that's how you're supposed to handle if you're going to do this. This is how you're supposed to handle it. You call the police right away.
But, yeah.
Or like I said, maybe if you want to, show all the damning evidence and have them say, yes, I did this, yes, I did that, 5 minutes, then you call the cops. Not that stupid shit that asshole DAP was doing before. Now I want you to blank. Yeah. Can I taste your nuts?
That's pretty much all I'm going to get into right now as far as the screenshots here. So if you do want to see the full chat logs, be sure to check out my Patreon. The link is going to be in the description below, and you can check out the tiers and consider becoming a patron so you can, see these.
No, I didn't see his video from yesterday, RGT85. I'll check it out though.
Screenshots and a few other benefits. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you for now. If you like the content, be sure to like the video. Hit that subscribe button. We're so close right now to 100,000 subscribers. And that YouTube play button will look really good.
Damn,
on my
guys at
wall
137 now.
Here with my vinyl record.
Finding these people is big business. Is why there's a lot of people doing it. But the problem is that most of them don't do it properly. But yeah, you chase the clout, and the clout does come without a doubt.
I think so.
Not saying he's chasing clout.
Sure to,
I don't know yet. I don't think
so. So we can get there. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'm Skeeter, and I'm out. Hope you enjoy the catch. I told this guy straight up not to come tonight, because I can't make it. I was already at home getting fucking drunk. I didn't want to come out and catch Predator tonight, okay? I was having a good time at home. But he ends up coming out anyway, okay? He drove like 40-something minutes out here to Lincoln Park Meyer. He's saying that he is in the parking lot right now. He says, I'm chilling in my car because it's nice and cozy. I told him to send me a picture of what he's wearing. He just sent it looks like.
What the...
Okay, it's a pretty nice hoodie. So I guess all we got to do is have me.
It's a very colorful hoodie that looks like it's from 1992.
In the shoe section, and
what's going on, Mad Mav?
So, okay, so he's watching the entrance right now, waiting for the 13-year-old girl to walk up, and then he's gonna walk in behind. And we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna go in there. I'm gonna tell him I'm in there.
Skeeter is here. Really?
That's how we're gonna do this.
Where? I don't see him. I see him. What's up, Skeeter? Is this actually you?
Told him I found a connection. I'm in the shoes.
Are you a clone account? I can't tell because you don't have a check mark next to your name, so it could very well be you.
See if he buys up. Okay. So we have confirmation that he's here. He's not coming in. He won't come in. I don't know how to get him to fucking come in. Fucking store. He's seriously not budging, man. Yeah, that's him. That's him in that Fusion. It's gotta be him. Wouldn't nobody else be just driving around like that?
Yeah, he's just like cruising to see where he thinks the 13-year-old is going to be in an empty park. So he's obviously not looking for fucking spaces. The parking lot has no one in it. It's definitely him. Okay. Shout out to Skeeter.
About to call the cops right now. Yeah, that was weird as fuck. That's got to be him. Yeah. There's no fucking...
Yeah, there's no one in the parking lot. Why would you... What are you looking for? The plethora of spaces? It's obvious that you're looking for someone.
Okay. Calling sheriff right now.
Hey, wow. That's how you're supposed to handle one of these. You call the police before you even engage. Or like I said, if you want to get like them on camera admitting to stuff 5 minutes in, then you call the, like, not what that other idiot was doing. That's how you do it.
Circle around like 3 times. The guy told me he's in a gray Ford Fusion.
This is literally the first time I've seen someone call the cops before they engage anybody, ever. I've never seen this.
And I just saw...
This is how you're supposed to fucking do it.
A gray Ford Fusion circle around.
The story was the girl was walking. Yeah, you could tell, Skeeter, like he was cruising by slow in a vacant parking lot, so he wasn't looking for spaces.
Around the parking lot here in Meyer about 3 times, so I'm 100% sure I'm looking at him right now. He's got his lights on. He's just chilling in the...
You don't threaten to beat him up like the other idiot did.
Parking lot here.
Joke that was. What clowns?
Yeah.
What year is it?
It's a newer, at least a 2015.
By Meyer?
Yep, in the Meyer parking lot, Dix Toledo.
Wow, handling how you're supposed to. This is so, like, doing what is the obvious thing to do, is refreshing, and that's sad. Holy shit, man.
Gray Ford Fusion circling the Meyer parking lot. That's where he's at now.
He's parked now.
They're pretty sure that's him, but he's parked now. But he circled the parking lot a couple times, and that's the kind of car they said he was in. All right, we had shots fired up on the northern, but they're on their way back down that way now.
All right, do you have an ETA for me? He might not be sticking around too much longer.
They're heading that way, so probably a few minutes. It only takes a few minutes from where they're at.
Okay.
So now he's going to engage him to keep him there, which is smart, right?
Try to. I'll see if
I don't know if Skeeter's still here.
I can hold him.
Okay.
There you fucking go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Shouldn't be rocket science. That's how you do it. Well done.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, he's pulling off.
Yeah, that's all right. He's just going up a little bit.
The cops are called. You could still get footage. You could still talk to him. It's still, you get the video up, but you're doing the right thing, and it mitigates any chance of any kind of altercation or violence. It's not... And, hey, you don't even ask for it, and you still get the following. You were at under 100,000 subs, and this just premiered 7 days ago. I haven't moved to 10,000 subs in a fucking year. Yeah, I still, because new people come in and other people go. You know, remember everyone thought I was based, and now they think I'm a liberal beta cuck. That's part of the problem. They're like, oh wait, I thought you were like the diet soda version of the quartering. No.
You blew it.
Let me put it down now. What is he?
But what's weird, though, as much as I know he hates me, there are times that I agree with his takes. Like, 99% of what he said about G4, I was like, yeah, I thought to say, to the point that we both thought that the girl looked like Machine Gun Kelly. Think about that. I was just like, oh, no. Oh, no.
What's he doing? What a weirdo.
I'm sure YouTube is hesitant about giving check marks out to channels that do this. Just the reality of it.
Hey, get this. So he's going to park?
Because that means that they put their weight behind it and stuff like this, which if everyone handled it like this guy, I would be fine with. But then you have Dads Against Predators, the fucking douchebags over there, and YouTube's like, yeah, no.
Is he leaving? Hold on. He's parking.
Dude, I think because I had a lot of coffee today, man. Coronavirus, Jesus fucking Christ. Man, bro, I took a couple power dumps today, man. Couple power dumps I took today. Why am I talking about that?
He's just nervous. Yeah, he's super nervous.
Yeah, like, it's so obvious and unnatural. Completely vacant Walmart parking lot, and dude's just spinning around in circles.
Just moving. Okay.
Yeah, I'll mod Skater.
I see
Where's he at?
I can see him.
Power dump, sir.
Snipe him.
When you have the caffeine, man.
What is he doing, dude? Okay, let's help him.
And I had my medical... I had some more of my medical THC, too, so it balances where I still feel it, but I'm not, like, you know, falling asleep on the table.
I had to call him, let him know he's bouncing back and forth with me.
He even follows up with the cops to make sure that's just how you fucking do it. I'm not review brown-nosing Skeeter Gene USA. I'm not, but this is what you're supposed to do. But that's it. That's why it's... Just watch Dad's video of them beating the guy up. It's pretty bad. I'm surprised there's not an apocalypse on the way from those... I'm going to talk about it. I won't be able to... Look, no, I won't even link it because YouTube may even get pissed off if I link it, but... I'll watch it after and be like, it's just, dude, What do you think? And the problem is, you know who it's going to affect? It's going to affect people that handle it properly, who do help get these assholes off the streets, like Skeeter Gene. Like it's, and I know other people have brought this up to bring it to attention, but it's just like la 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 until then when advertisers leave, then they act.
Lincoln Park Police, Sergeant Vinek can help you.
Yeah, just to let you know, he's kind of bouncing between a couple parking spots here. So right now, if you pull into the mire, he's just on the left.
Do you see I'm on the fucking phone?
I don't know, whatever building this is.
The anger in that woman's voice, too. You know she was wearing like a muumuu with her titties hitting the floor as she said this.
Do you see I'm on the fucking phone?
Oof. What's up, Siderico? How are you, man?
On the left
Pro
side.
cleaners?
Possibly.
The dry cleaner place. When you pull into the mire entrance, the main entrance, it's the dry cleaner place.
Let me look on my my map here.
Yeah, Kenny.
Garen. Let's see that place.
He said
They're pulling in now.
right when you go in there. So they're pulling in right now.
Okay. Yep. There, you got him. You got him.
He's rolling.
You got him.
All right.
Ford, you got him. Yep, that's him.
And the thing is, too, it also, if you wait for the cops, like Skeeter Gene is doing, it also protects you, because if the guy's a fucking lunatic and does have a firearm or a weapon, you'll be protected by law enforcement. Like, it's just, common sense is not common. I think the last, 7 years has made us realize that. Police don't, I'm sure... But at least you're handling her the way. You know why they don't work with you, Skeeter? Because most people don't handle it like you, and they don't want to deal with it. Most people handle it like Chet Goldstein or dicks against predators, which they're not really against predators. They use them for clout. I knew you'd like this guy, or take note of all other predator hunting channels. This is how it should be handled. No, but God bless Skeeter Gene, and I agree with you. Yeah, but they won't. Because you know what they're doing? They don't actually care about catching the person. What they care about is even the drama around that they love. I'm sure that douches against predators, I'm going to think of every derogatory name to call them, they know that video is out there of them beating the shit out of somebody. They like it. They don't actually care about bringing justice to these people. They just care about, follow me, sub to me, support me on Patreon, which I know you have a Patreon, Skeeter. I'm not knocking you. You're doing the right thing, but they have it, I'm saying, or whatever they're on because Patreon kicked them off. And, donate to me via PayPal, buy my merch, buy Chet Goldstein's beard hair. Angry dummy. Yeah, they got anger issues. They got anger issues, Banshee.
Yep, yeah, keep the camera on this. Following the police, boys. Baby's out of here. You saw the popos, he's out of here.
Yeah, the most part, yeah, because they don't want to deal with it, because they see, what DAP does, Skeeter. They see, CC Unit's pretty on point. I think he stretches that a little bit too much, too, but at least, he does the common courtesy things like, hey, let's take this out of the store so I could, and the thing what these people don't realize, too, and, and I've learned it through life lessons myself, if you come off combative, you're not going to get as much information. Why do you think when detectives, when we watch, JCS, the detectives come in and be like, hey, man, you want to, hey, you're a child raping murderer, but do you want a sandwich? You want something to drink? Because they know if they sit there and kind of placate to these guys that they'll get more out of them. It's not that they're pieces of shit monsters. They don't want to be nice to them, but they're being nice to them because they know that that'll get more information out of them to lock them up. So the best weapon you can have is approachability and kindness, because that's what'll take them down. Or they do the good cop, one cop be nice, hey, you want it, then the other cop comes in later and puts the pressure on them after they're softened up. going in there like, yo, you're a piece of shit, fucking Peter. Like, yeah, we know all that. But you doing that and just screaming in the store like a fucking hyena is going to do nothing but, one, probably get you in jail or get you hurt. And then the asshole who's a piece of shit, who's a potential child rapist, or Lord knows if they've done it before, they're going to end up getting away with it and being able to do it again. Star Force versus De Novo. I didn't even know that Star Force and Sarah Corrider is a DRM. Oh, it's not far from you, Cameron? I mean, it's so painfully obvious how this guy's just...
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
All right, they lit him up.
No.
I've watched too many police activity videos. Is how I know that.
Yep.
I watch like every one of those motherfucking videos, man. I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow. Do you realize that I get like 80% of my news, and I don't ask for you, like YouTube NFTs, really? YouTube, why do you put me in a... YouTube, why do you put me in these awkward positions? You know... Okay. All right. So I'm getting my stories for tomorrow. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll have to do more research on them later, obviously. Derp, but... Skeeter, I actually want to see these guys go to prison. Other channels? What? No way. The generic white male. Generic white male is... What did he go there to meet, like a fucking 14 or 15-year-old dude dresses up in fucking khaki shorts with a tucked in, like, lemon-colored tank top, scratching his nuts, looking like a grandma. Yeah, you'll just, yeah. They'll just be flocking to you, bro.
Right over here. Yep, that's him. Yeah. Same shirt and everything.
Where you headed to? Where you coming from? About to head back home. Head back home?
Well, he's actually here to meet a 13-year-old girl.
I mean, I'm into crypto, and I just don't get... Again, I won't mention which one I'm into. I'm not dealing with any of that shit, but come on, man. And then you have all the FUD out there right now being put out, like Anna Kasparian was saying, like, it's a pyramid scheme. And then the arguments, but Rich, when you invest in stocks, it's the company's not obligation. I'm using the wrong terminology, to make sure that you get a return on your shares. But yeah, because that always happens. Just as much of a gamble with that, man. How many times the stock market fucking tanks and people lose everything, which I didn't put everything in because I'm not stupid either. That's the problem too, is that a lot of people, whether it be crypto or investments, they put more, that they bite off more than they can chew.
I have the full chat log right here, so. I don't have anything printed out for you guys this time. I can send you everything.
You know that guy's probably letting out like stress farts right now.
Through a Google Drive link, though.
He looks like the kind of guy who lets out stress farts, just like...
Always.
Do you have the registration for your car? Yeah. I have it.
Frauds. Dude, they're just terrible. That's not how you fucking handle it, man. It's just not how you handle it. And bro, if you get a genuine stress fart, those things are vile. Like they have like that sulfur smell to them because you're really stressed out. And then you have like DSP's anger farts or anger shits. I have to empathize with him on that. I've had a rectum of rage before.
What are you doing out this way?
That's about right.
Exactly like him.
Exactly like him.
Look how much different this is being handled.
Yeah, it'll probably show that it's good. You just still have the actual copy on you. So you just don't have the most current one? At this time you don't? Okay. Alright, sit tight for me. Yeah, that's fine.
Charles, why'd you want a 13-year-old girl to stay the night with you?
I was just talking to her.
Just talk.
It's always just talking. It's always just talking. No, you weren't just talking, bro. We have everything.
Talking? Why'd you come to pick?
It's like when they show up to fucking TCAP and they're like, I was just testing this to see if it was real. That's why I set my penis pic. Just, you know, I was just testing the water, showing a picture of my cock. That's all.
Pick her up if you were just talking.
I fucked up. I fucked up.
Well, what did you want? Because
I'm just going through a hard time. I don't want anything with friendship.
On the chat log, you said something about you wanted to leave a bite mark on her butt or something like that.
I just came to get something to eat.
And
Pictures.
yeah, you know those weren't actually pictures of a minor, right?
No.
They were Google image pictures of an adult female, but you thought it was a 13-year-old girl.
I just want to teeth. Oh yeah, that guy is like that. I think he was like that Hispanic dude. He was like, he was like, I wanted to teach her a lesson, and like Chris Hansen's like, so you sending a picture of your dick was going to teach her what lesson? I wanted to show her the dangers of the internet. I sent her a picture of my cock to teach her a lesson. This guy looks like a Jared Fogle. Yo, he does kind of look like Jared Fogle, man.
So why'd you ask for nude pictures of a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I fucked up. That's all I have to say.
I mean, you didn't have anything better to do tonight than come meet a 13?
I'm sorry. I don't have any excuse for anything.
What's wrong with a girl your age, an adult?
I do talk to them.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it just...
Yeah, I was just bored tonight and wanted, what was it, 13, I think, or 14?
Not good enough? It doesn't cut it for you?
No, I wasn't going to do anything, I swear.
I don't know, Charles. It looks... You talk a big game. I'll say.
I'm sorry.
I'll say.
I fucked up really bad.
Well, what kind of big game are you going to talk to scurry out of this situation?
I'm not going to talk anything.
I'm not holding you here at all. I'm just asking you a couple questions. It's not looking good for him so far.
Sit tight in your car for me, okay? Yeah, you can stand up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Because how far can law enforcement stretch, and how many proper vigilante groups can there be? There's countless people out there attempting to do this all the time, and unfortunately, they get away with it.
That's fine. Yeah, if you just want to sit up here.
Can I take my video off?
Yeah.
Can I take a few on my content? Yeah. I just don't want to, like, hurt you guys.
I'd like to zoom in on his back.
That body, though.
I don't know what happened to my registration. I thought I had a... That's fine.
Your sex offender registration?
No, but I'm probably going to be getting that.
Oh, you meant the car registration. Okay. You ask her if she's a virgin.
Can I put this back?
Say
Absolutely.
you want FWB until you're ready for a relationship. So you wanted friends with benefits with a 13-year-old girl?
Nah, 13. Not that 13 or 14 really doesn't make a difference, but...
I didn't say it like that.
What's FWB mean?
I meant it just like in general with anybody.
Oh, okay. Well, why'd you say it to her? That's just something that you typically talk about?
I mean, I like to try and be open with people.
Okay. Now, you talk about...
You like to be open with 13-year-old girls talking about sex. That's... Because that's normal.
About how nervous you are to meet up with her. I mean, what made you pull the trigger on that tonight? Did the nervousness go away?
I'm sorry. No.
Have you ever done anything past kissing, yes, sir? I bet you have the nicest body. They asked to see pictures of her body. That's all you have to say for yourself, Charles?
Yeah, I'm a terrible person. I really am a dog shit person.
Well, Charles, there's one thing you have to know is I'm Skeeter Hansen. We're doing a online series about adults who try to, meet kids online for sex. And that's why you've just been skeeted. That's my catchphrase. If there's anything else you have to say for yourself, we'd love to hear it.
No.
That's it?
No, sure.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it, sir.
All right. Well, I forgot something. You said, I don't think I'd be able to stop kissing you once I started, especially if you were in my lap. It's just... I'd have my arms wrapped around your waist the whole night. And your plan was to have her stay the night, right?
Huh?
And your plan was to have her stay the night, right?
No.
Was that going to be a different night?
I just wanted to meet up with her, I guess. After.
Yeah, he knows he's horrible because he got caught.
Well, it just looks a lot more than, talk, Charles. I don't know. Talk about cuddling, you say, I bet you'd be so cute.
Well, Jacob, if you're not a pedophile, you have nothing to worry about. You've been skeet.
Cuddling?
Yeah. That was little John who used to say that back in the day.
We could both fit under my blanket. It's pretty cold out here. I'm not gloves on here. I mean, trying to meet up with a 13-year-old girl would make anyone anxious. It would make anyone anxious, I would think. So.
What are you talking about with Dads Against Predators? I mean, this is how it's. He called them right. He called the cops before they even engaged with him in person, anyway. Back and forth.
I wouldn't do it.
I can't relate either, bud. Okay. No. Oh, no problem. Okay. Hey, have you done this before, Charles? No.
Damn, the cops these cops are nice. They even said you even finished interviewing. Usually they try to, shut it down. At least from what I've seen. Or they're, dismissive of the person catching them.
We really hope, this will be the last time, But what I don't understand is even though the girl told you she couldn't come out and meet tonight, I mean, you opted to come and drive all the way out anyway. I mean, what was the deal with...
Yeah, for a shy guy, you're awfully persistent.
Yeah, why not just... I don't get it. Why not just stay home?
Googlefish has now changed his name to Itchy Zeuscock.
Do you see I'm on the fucking phone?
Obviously, it's wrong, right? Okay. There's plenty of scriptures out there, right? There's community care services, there's private psychiatrists, there's community care services, there's stuff like that. Those guys specialize in mental health stuff, but clearly there's something, you got a guilty mind, right? So something's wrong. Okay, so.
I don't think hanging out with a 13-year-old is going to get you the mental health that you need.
Leoko, we talk about Skeeter for actually doing it right, or this guy for trying to pretend to be a nice guy?
I think it's a step backwards.
I fucked up really bad. Is this something you can learn from? If he does stuff like this in the past?
No, this is the first time.
It's always the first time. There's no way I could tell you right now it's not the first time for him to drive out and be this. The first time.
But
slim to none chance it was the first time.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I mean, how much is gas? I'd be able to buy a couple gallons at least.
I know.
If I'm being serious.
Sure you've heard it a ton of times.
I've heard it
no
many
excuse.
times.
I have no excuse. I just, like I said, I fucked up. And
so for the report and for the court, Can I just bring your phone number down on the ticket?
The Predator, yeah.
Phone number? That's the ticket for not having your license and your registration.
It'll probably be coming down the pipe soon.
Yeah.
So expect to hear from our detective bureau. You understand that, right?
Prosecutor's office or somebody, okay?
You'll be hearing from someone. So you come to Lincoln Park, this isn't how we play here. Up where you live, maybe that's the way things are done, but not around here. Stay in your neck of the woods. You might stay out of trouble. Right now, you're pending trouble. Understood? Listen to this, officer.
Here you go.
I want to see you on that app again, Charles.
I'm sure you are. You're trying to fucking sue, even though they'll be able to find everything anyway.
You hate to see it. You really do. The long, long Predator drive home of shame. He's got kind of a long drive ahead of him, too. At least an hour or so, 45 minutes, something like that. Well, I mean, you know, we came out here, we did our thing. Hopefully he learns his lesson. I'm going to get all my information over to the detective
Not necessarily. He may be pending legal trouble if they have enough evidence against him.
bureau, and that's going to be a couple.
Well, they can't.
Boys, let's go get
No, that's not true. I've seen some of them handcuffed, but
fucking drunk. Hey, do you guys want to get fucking drunk with us? You guys still on duty or?
Still on duty.
Still on duty. Okay, maybe another time. We'll figure it out.
Another time.
Yep.
We see,
Okay. No problem.
Is it the same app this time, or?
What's that?
Is it Hinge again this time, or?
What was? There's so many of these guys. I think this one was Whisper.
Whisper.
Or Meet Me or Whisper. One of the two. All right. You guys don't need anything from me, now, right?
No.
Okay.
No, your information stays the same
Yep.
as last time, right?
Yeah. Good night, bro. You too. Thank you. You guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
so there you go. Yeah, let's get That was actually pretty funny. So now let's compare. Let's watch this.
Hey, who you here to meet? Read my shirt.
Oh, here we go. The 30-minute intro.
You know what it is.
Hey, doubt gon' find you. Doubt gon' get you. Doubt gon' find you. Doubt gon'
How are they still on Patreon after what they
get you. Doubt gon' find you. Doubt gon' get you. Doubt gonna find you. Doubt gonna get you. Doubt gonna find you. Doubt gon' 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 get you.
Doubt gon' find you. We gonna get you. Then we solve
it. Jeb, use your place to audience with please clap. I like that, but office chair brand rec. I don't know. They sent me this is the Bully Ace Ninja Pro, BOULIES, and it's comfortable as hell.
We state the issue, spitting off fast.
Yeah.
Doubt gon' find.
About to be. She'll say she's like in her mid to late 20s, at least in that picture. Okay, yes, he is a piece of shit. I get it. We all get it. Yes, he is a pedophile or attempted pedophile. We get it. He's a fucking disgusting human being. Got it. And that is granted. The hell is going on? The fuck? How long does this go on for? This goes on for a long time. What the fuck?
David.
Amanda Todd. Why does that ring a bell?
David, here for a threesome, are we? We're gonna. Where you going, buddy?
Where you going?
Where you going, David?
Where you going, buddy? Just talk to me.
Where you going, buddy? Where you going, David?
Yo, you put your hands on him. What are you doing?
Where you going, David? David.
Fuck you, David.
Why would you do it like this? Just... They're laughing and this is like, no. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck you doing, dude? AVB313. Not one, but two. Two underage. You're the sickest motherfucker we've ever caught, bro. You got anything to say for yourself? You want to talk?
That's exactly what I expected the guy to look like. If fucking Guy Fieri was a predator chaser, that's exactly what I expected him to look like.
Can you come talk? We can talk or we can call the police, buddy.
Talk to us.
We already have.
We're not here to hurt you.
No, you have to call the police. You have a person who is going to rape a child, allegedly and potentially right in front of you. You call the don't. I hate when they do that because you're holding like this non-existent. You have to call the cops. If you don't, you're almost as shitty as the person who is attempting to rape a child. You can't hold it as a carrot, as a stick. Oh, I won't call him if you talk to me. If you give me content for my YouTube channel, that just makes you a fucking dick.
We want to have a conversation with you. We run online organizations to catch online child predators. What are you here
against
for?
Predators, buddy.
I was actually gonna go talk to him.
But you want to have a threesome with two little girls.
Two 13-year-old girls you want to have a threesome with, correct?
You said you wanted pictures of a. Hey, listen. You wanted pictures of a 13-year-old girl's ass. You know what that is?
Yeah.
What is it? What does CP stand for?
That's really wrong. I'm sorry.
What does CP stand for?
I'm just panicking right now, to be honest with you.
Dude, we're not gonna hurt you, man.
Okay, I just got scared when he said.
From your other fucking videos, you sure as hell, like there was that one I saw for them. Now I definitely know this is the one. I wish I remembered it. Where he's saying, yo, if the camera was off, I'd be fucking you up. Come on, man.
Like he was right there, and then I was like,
dude, why are you so fucking weird? You're the fucking grossest dude we've ever seen.
We'll watch Prince Andrew after this. Man, I'm gonna have to piss again, man, because I've been drinking all this fucking seltzer, and I didn't really eat. I had a piece of fucking chicken tonight with no bread.
No, for real, you know that? What's going on with you that you're like that? What's going on with you that you're fucking? What's some of that shit he said?
Yeah, let me go piss now. I'll be right back. Here, I'll give you birds. No, here, birds.
Come in the house. Yeah, sure. I'll turn off my camera. Mine's the one that actually is the one that matters. Here.
Please.
I got you.
Dude, we already have your license plate and everything.
Just
we got all your pictures.
Because somebody's gonna call the cops, bro.
Okay, I will. Please.
We're not gonna hurt you, man. Okay. We just want to talk. That's it.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Like I'm really.
I fucked up. Like I've been
Well, no shit.
going through a hard time.
So that doesn't make it okay. Everyone goes through. I've gone through hard times. Like, life could be terrible. Doesn't mean, oh man, life's terrible. Let me go find a 13-year-old to fuck. No, that's not how it works. You know, like, life sucks, dude. It doesn't mean you get to be a bad person because life ain't going well for you.
And I got drunk, and then I realized it was wrong right when I came up. I was about to talk to him about it.
You are drunk right now, aren't you guys? I can smell the alcohol, right?
You've been drinking all day?
So
Drinking
now
and
I can't let
driving,
you
too.
drive.
This guy is a class act,
bro.
huh?
You've been drinking.
I haven't been. I took one shot.
I smell the alcohol, bro.
Yeah.
It's where I.
As a recovering alcoholic, dude, it ain't worth it.
You can't be driving right now.
I've smoked, and then it's not actually alcohol.
And
It's,
more of a reason that these stupid fucks should already call the cops is because as more time goes on, his blood alcohol level will decrease. You want to catch him for that. I don't want someone driving drunk on the fucking roads beyond the fact that he's a potential child rapist. You know what I mean?
you know the mouthwash.
So why the fuck did you say that? So wait a minute. You getting drunk off mouthwash?
No. I smoked and
I've known some people that have done that. With
to hide the smell of mouthwash.
You said you took a shot.
Hey, just tell us.
A shot of mouthwash.
Tell us why you're attracted to children.
I wasn't attracted.
No.
Yeah.
But the thing is, dude. Hey, we know why you're here. Just tell us why you're attracted to children.
You wanted a picture of a 13-year-old's girl butt.
You went to have a threesome with two 13-year-olds.
I thought they were 18 until he said that, and
no.
No, you didn't.
And then I saw the.
It is insane and dangerous, but if you're an alcoholic and you need a fix, that's why I've known some people that have taken a chaser shot to.
And I was like, that can't be too much.
But you knew they said their ages.
3 times I asked you if it was okay that we were 13.
You're fucking gross.
3 times.
What you gonna do to change your ways? You gonna keep going?
No.
You haven't done this before?
Yeah, they all say that, and then they become this guy.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
He also said on To Catch a Predator, I have learned my lesson. And then he's sending videos of himself holding his own shit after he gets caught.
No. That's why when you said that you was right there, it scared the shit out of me, and honestly,
You should be scared. You're going to a 13-year-old girl's house.
Can I wipe myself, please?
Can you what?
When he said that.
Took a shit?
No, not that.
What do you mean?
This is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, okay. Now, the argument can be made, oh, Skeeter Gene made a joke, but it was like a one-handed quick joke about his mozzarella back being exposed to that other guy. But this is like a bunch of bullies at a high school. It's a different dynamic. You get what I'm saying?
What do you mean wipe yourself?
Huh?
Did you boo-boo?
No.
What do you mean wipe yourself?
I'm not gonna lie, I twinkled a little bit when he said that.
You what? You pee-peed?
Yeah.
Tinkled? You tinkled?
You tinkled
when you said what?
When one of y'all said that you was right there.
Said tinkled? Oh, when I was like, I'm right here.
Yeah, that's.
Got your ass with that one?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a pedophile. You're out here preying on children.
You want to go use the bathroom?
No.
You can use the bathroom, man.
Oh, God, this is really going downhill and awkward.
Preying on children.
I held it. It just came out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bruh.
Well, thanks for being honest.
We scared the piss out of you?
Not really.
Guys Against Predators scared the piss out of you, huh?
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry? Who are you sorry to?
No, it's not staged. It's not staged. They're just bad people. They're bad people. Yes, they're going after monsters, but they're not. They're monsters who are doing it terribly and don't care about actually getting pedophiles off the street. They care about clout. It's that simple. That's all it is. It's not rocket scientists, and it's a very low-hanging fruit to get a lot of people to follow you for this stuff. And then there's people that say, oh, Rich, you're a pedophile defender because you don't like, no, I don't want to see someone get shot and killed, which is inevitable that it's going to happen. Someone just said that there was a predator group boasting that someone killed themselves. Yeah, that's good job. Good job, because that'll keep up your credibility. EDP really took a pic of his own dump and sent it to who? Yes, I know. And I unfortunately saw the turd. I never wanted to see that man's shit. I've unfortunately seen Stanley Kendall's shit too. I have seen things that I don't want to see. I've seen Gavin McInnes's cock. I've seen horrid things. Yeah, and then everyone thinks I'm nuts for like yes, these are shitty, horrible, fucking monstrous people. As a dad of 3 kids, I agree. But if you really want to get them off the street, this is not what you do.
Okay. Who are you sorry to?
I'm sorry to.
Well, you've seen Bill Gates nudes. Those are the ones I want to see.
Oh my God. Them and just doing that in general.
What about all the families out there that 13-year-old girls come up missing and raped and dead? What about those people?
I'm sorry for them too. Like, I didn't think.
You're out here doing the same shit.
I know.
He literally only has a beard on his. He only has a beard on his neck. He's literally a neck beard. He has no hair anywhere. Like, he doesn't even have the follicles. It seems like he just grows it here. It's so weird. It just baffles me.
You never had a threesome before, so you think the first time you should have a threesome is with 2 13-year-old girls?
No.
Hey, man, let me ask you a question. You got a little sister?
I don't.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke. It's a shit show. They haven't even called the cops yet. And if he's driving under the influence, his blood alcohol level's decreasing. Like I said before. This is like not how you handle it 101. Right here.
Imagine if you had a little sister who's 13 years old.
Yeah, when you said that, I started thinking about that.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the first time you started thinking about that? Why don't you start looking at people and women like human beings instead of fucking objects, right? Yeah. Instead of people to use for your pleasure. You're a narcissist, I imagine. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I want real quick. I want to ask you.
Yeah, get it. He's driving drunk. Yeah, let him drive away. That's smart.
What? This might seem ignorant.
Unless you're saying it as like a metaphor, like get the fuck. Like I think maybe that's what he
Can I
meant.
ask you what narcissism mean? I'm sorry, I'm not.
Narcissism means like that you only care about yourself and you don't care who you hurt to make yourself feel good.
Hey, I got a quick question though. People.
Well, duh, Dr. Phil.
Lexington, Kentucky. When they find out about this, because they will see it, do you think they'll be shocked? Do you think?
I was watching a TY True stream of RNC when Alex Jones crashed at Jimmy Dore. Yeah, that was a much different Jimmy Dore. Now Jimmy Dore basically is sucking Alex Jones's cock metaphorically, or maybe literally.
Expect it.
Or do you think
are you gonna cover up now?
No, I'm
crying. Do you think other girls will reach out and message every single one of us?
I'm just wondering, have you? Because you
hey,
said you haven't done
been
this
doing
before,
that for a
right?
long time.
No, I haven't.
Hey, I got a question. Has this ever happened?
Have
Have you ever been molested or raped, bro?
Right.
When you were a kid?
These are like guys I know from my local area that still dress like Wu-Tang is at the top of their game in 1996, and they're still trying to become aspiring rappers when they're in their 40s. They look exactly like them. Like they still act like they're my age, but they still act like they're like 20. Going to bars like, yo, you should check out my new single. No. You want to produce, that's different. I produce from time to time, but you're still trying to get on. Stop it.
You can be honest with us,
Have
man.
you been taken advantage of or abused or anything like that when you were a kid?
How did it?
That means yes. That's always a pattern with these people too, is that they had monsters ruin them, so they ruin other people.
Make you feel? I mean, just by you saying that, we know. And how did it make you feel? It probably fucked your life up forever. So why would you want to come and do that to 2 other kids? You got your life fucked up forever. Why would you want to come do that to 2 other kids? You want to bring people down with you.
Are you guys going to get me in trouble for this?
You're going to be on Dads Against Predators.
You're going to be on Hunters versus Predators.
World Star.
Yeah, dude, he looks exactly like someone I know in my area. Like, it's like, yo, check out my new single. No, I'm not checking. And the thing is, too, is that they act like a lot of these dudes that are like these guys, like the people that I know that they remind me of. I'm pretty sure with them rapping in the beginning, they're not far off. They act like they made it and they're like going to an award show with like A-list like musicians and celebrities. Like, dude, you're 40 something still aspiring and you're not good. I've heard their stuff and it's like, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't no OT the real, you know? You're not gonna, Griselda ain't gonna sign you, Chief.
And World Star.
And Predator Catchers.
You pissed yourself. You're probably going on World Star.
Yeah, but Eminem started off, actually technically he could have started off late in his mid-20s getting into the mainstream, and I mean he was rapping for a long time before he blew up, but you know, I mean, and look, if you're good, you're good, but I'm talking like these guys, they're the stereotypical, they're still dressing like it's 1996 and they're like, oh, I'm gonna bring real rap back, and then I hear it and it sounds like porn. It sounds like fucking this that they're rapping over. Yeah, that's some banging production there, dude. 10 out of 10.
You're definitely going on World Star.
Is there anything I can?
You said Tinker.
Do like I
No.
so scared.
Look, the only thing you can do.
Fucking World Star. Shut up.
$2 billion?
You should have been scared.
I sell my videos for $2 billion.
No, I just.
You should have been scared before this. Dude.
I was.
You should have been scared. You should have never made this decision. You fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Don't hit me with no fake tears. I don't see no water in there.
No, I can't.
I can't cry.
No,
Can't
not
cry?
really. I'm so.
Let this guy get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, how you got this nice?
Go home and think about. You pedophiles always got the
Why you have this nice, what the fuck are you talking about?
nice lips, man.
I deserve this.
I deserve it. Hey, leave this here. I'm not stealing it. You're giving it to me, right?
These guys are real pieces of shit. Yo, I'm telling you, they're gonna hand someone a mixtape soon.
All right, that's how you get out of it.
Yeah, oh my God, they so are like people I went to high school with. Jesus Christ. Telling you, dude right here has literally a mixtape in his pocket, like it's still 1996 and people have cassette players. He's handing them out, hoping that P. Diddy will fucking sign them. Just got an eye on you. It's amazing to be able to play God of War on it. Yeah, dude. They make awesome There's so many. Like this one, the 1X player with the AMD chip I bought. I'm playing Halo Infinite on the go. It's fucking crazy, man.
The truck. We'll give you the video.
Yeah.
And they're still less powerful than the Steam Deck, allegedly. The Steam Deck only having 4 physical cores might hold it back, but we'll see.
Tell me if the kids again, all right?
Look.
Oh God.
I ain't shaking your fucking hand.
David, get your shit together.
Go get some help, bro. For real. Because how old are you?
Skin that smoke wagon.
How old?
Pedophile hunter with the that's brilliant. With the gun on there. These fucking guys, Jesus Christ. I can't.
You're 19.
All right, we got people.
Dude,
You said your professor 22.
I know I was lying.
let me see your ID.
Quit fake crying.
If you were
He doesn't have to show you. Call the cops. He's drunk. Don't you want to catch him for driving drunk too? No, you don't care. You don't give a shit. Sitting there talking about robbing his fucking car, you fucking pieces. Oh, they know they're just going to take it. They said they're not going to rob it. Excuse me. They're gentlemen. No, I can't watch Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen's copyright happy. We're going to watch Prince Andrew after this. Watch him
19,
squirm.
We might take the videos down for real. We don't want
You're
to
not
ruin your life
19.
if you're really 19.
You're not 19.
I mean, do you have license to prove that? We'll get it. We won't show on the.
What does it matter? If he's in 19, he's considered an adult. If he's going to meet 13-year-olds, that's still against the law. He's an adult. They're not. They're minors. So what does it matter if he's 19 or 22, you fucking idiots? Why you say, oh, if you're 19, we'll let you know. He's still an adult. Fuck are you talking about, World Star?
The camera.
Yeah, we won't show it on the camera. We'll look at it. And if you're really 19, we'll stop these lives and try to get you some help so we don't ruin your life and give you a chance.
Dude, what is the difference? These guys are something, man. Straight up.
I don't know.
Hey, the neighbors, bro, neighbors.
Time out.
Both are disgusting. Like, and that was like one of the first things he sent the decoy to EDP, a shit pic. Like, no wonder you don't get laid, dude. Like, even if it's not your shit and you're trying, like, why would you send a picture of a bowel movement?
He's not 19.
But it doesn't fucking matter if he's 19 or 23. He's still an adult, 18 plus, trying to meet a minor to fuck them. So call the cops. Eddie's drinking. Call him. Stop trying to hand him your fucking mixtape and call him. What's up,
I'm
Brian?
gonna be honest with you. If you're 19, I don't care.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I don't care. He's going on Dads Against Predators. I don't know what y'all want to do.
Oh no, we're still.
Oh, it's still going on.
I just want to know if he's lying or not.
No, we get that, but you shouldn't be doing this. You're trying to be 2 or 13.
But even if he's lying, whether he's 19 or 23, he's still an adult trying to meet a minor. So what the fuck? Call the cops. Stop saying you're going to take his car and stop being assholes. It's a literal redneck right there. Like, literally. I'm not being...
I know. Do you understand how wrong that is? Yes. And you're lucky that it was us that came.
Did he just try to lie and say his
You
name?
guys
actually seem like I know you've
Do
been
you know?
talking.
Yeah, we're great
Do you know
people.
that there's groups out here that will do this to you and that will kill you? You know that?
This is their dad. What if their dad's a thing?
That's what this when we found a room messages to my daughter's phone. What do you think would happen? You think there would have been a video there?
Hey man, if this was my daughter, I know, and I came home to you sitting on my fucking couch, you know what I'd do to you, bro?
Here we go. Here we go. Does Chris Hansen ever say this to people? Just wondering. That's why we're going to move on to the Prince Andrew. It's almost done. We got 30 seconds. No, they're not make the band. Oh, yeah, maybe they... Oh, yeah, remember... This is Dylon. Remember Dylon? And what was it? Babs or whatever the fuck her name was? That's stupid shit. Trying to make a fun... Like... Those making the band shows, whether it be boy bands or rappers, are so fucking early 2000s. They're legendary for bringing back nostalgia, but yo, they were so fucking stupid, dude.
I wouldn't kill you. I mean, beat your ass for days and days and days.
There you go. All right, tough guy. That's great. We tell. All right, Wings. Tell us what you would do to somebody if you met one of your trolls.
In the basement.
That's what I'd fucking do if that was my fucking dog. You're lucky it wasn't on a real kid and it wasn't my.
And that it wasn't the cops that was
I'll knock the
here.
head off your fucking neck, bro.
15 more seconds of
We got another
stupidity. I'm losing too many IQ points listening to these fucking idiots.
Let's go to. You think you give us a ride, bro?
I'm done.
I hate these fucking guys. Do I like Cadillac? Yeah, I almost bought a Cadillac a long time ago. Didn't though. But they just didn't have what I wanted in stock. All right, so Prince Andrew interview. All right, let's
Legal
see.
deposition. We've come to Buckingham Palace in highly unusual
You could see the stick up his ass already.
circumstances. Normally,
Well, EDP got off legally from a legal perspective. You got away with it because of how Chet Goldstein handled it. Yeah, dude, they handled it so awful, Lyoko. Absolutely.
we'd be discussing your work, your duty. We'll come on to that. But today, You've chosen to speak out for the
Oh, wow, I'm not getting copyright claimed, really?
first time.
BBC, you're actually open-minded and not copyright happy? I'm shocked.
Why have you decided to talk now?
Because
Because I'm in complete fucking damage control and I have to.
there's no good time to talk about Mr. Epstein and all things associated. And
Stanley Kendall got off because he was in that sting where the guy shot and killed himself.
And we've been talking to Newsnight
Yes, I can
for
increase the volume.
about 6 months about
Maybe.
doing something around the work that I was doing. And unfortunately,
Yes.
we've just not been able to
There we go.
fit it into either your schedule or my schedule until now. And actually, it's a very good opportunity, and I'm delighted to be able to see you today.
As you say, all of this goes back to your friend.
Oh, you mean TV license? What do you mean they're abolishing the TV license? I'm curious as to what that means. There was a Japanese game company who made a XXX PC games called Peach Princess. Their Japanese name is Peach Him. They say the same as Nintendo. They were legally allowed to do that? It's kind of fucking weird.
Friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. How did you
Oh, yeah,
first
Jeffrey
become
Epstein was
friends?
definitely
How did
killed.
you meet?
I would be shocked if this fuck had something to do with it. Cover his tracks.
Well, I met through his girlfriend back in 1999, who, and I'd known her since she was at university in the UK. And it would be, to some extent, a stretch to say that as it were, we were close friends. I mean, we were friends because of other people. And I had a lot of opportunity to go to the United States, but I didn't have much time with him. I suppose I saw him.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. There's pictures of you, like...
Once or twice a year, perhaps maybe maximum of 3 times a year. And quite often, if I was in the United States and doing things, and if he wasn't there, he would say, well, why don't you come and...
Oh, Gil Bates. I just said Gil Bates. Google fish. Bill Gates seems super fucking nervous and guilty.
Use my houses. So I said, that's very kind. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out. Yo, just use... we don't know each other. Just use my house. Like, it's almost as bad as when... The excuses people make when they're guilty are incredible, man.
But it would be a considerable stretch to say that he was a very, very close friend. But he had the most extraordinary ability to bring extraordinary people together, and that.
Yeah, that's a lot for a dude. You're going there because he was getting fucked. That's why. He was getting fucked. He's disgusting. He's a piece of shit.
That's the bit that I remember, is going to the dinner parties where...
They don't know. They take away his royal duties. How about he sees a fucking courtroom? He gets some prison time. That would be like, oh no, he doesn't have to do ceremonies anymore. Boo-hoo. Wah.
You would meet academics, politicians, people from the United Nations. I mean, it was a cosmopolitan group of what I would describe as US eminence.
Was that his appeal then? Was that what you... Because you were perceived by the public as being the party prince. Was that something you shared?
Well, I think that's also a bit of a stretch. I don't know why I've collected that title, because I never have really partied.
I don't know his history. Maybe that's true.
In the early 80s. But then after I got married, I was very happy. And I've never really felt the need to go and part.
Of course he's nervous, because how do you hang out with someone like Jeffrey Epstein now knowing what the fuck he did multiple times a year and not know what's going? There's no fucking way. There's just no way. It's common sense. And there's no way any of these multi-billionaire assholes could talk their way out of it. They could pay their way out of it and kill people their way out of it. but they can't talk their way out of it. So fucking obvious, man.
Party.
So, Bill, what do you think about Jeffrey Epstein? Well, he's dead, but no pressure.
And so,
yeah, 3 fucking times a year. I'm sure just, have a fireside chat with the quality human being that was Jeffrey. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's crazy.
Certainly.
Bullshit.
Going to Jeffrey's was not about partying. Absolutely not.
You said you weren't very good friends, but would you describe him as a good friend? Did you trust him?
Yes, I think I probably did. But again,
dude, yeah, Lyoko, them shitting on Nintendo shitting on the modding community is the stupidest thing. Now with, like I said today, with why am I shaking my legs? I could see them with the Pokemon first-person shooter. You don't want a game like that with the IP being shown in a violent light. I understand that, but there's so many missed opportunities, man. And they just, I don't know. Nintendo's thick with that shit.
I don't go into
what's up, Bobby?
A friendship looking for the wrong thing, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, you fucking did. Of course you did. Review Pedos USA. Pretty much tonight, yeah. There's the only like reason that grown ass men get together is to try to get ass or it's business. If you don't know, like, come on.
I mean, I'm an engaging person. I want to be able to engage. I want to find out. I want to learn. And so you have to remember that I was transitioning out of the Navy at the time. And in the transition, I wanted to find out more about what was going on, because in the Navy, it's a pretty isolated business because you're out at sea the whole time. And I was going to become the special representative for international trade and investment. So I wanted to know...
Okay. What the fuck does this have to do with Jeffrey Epstein, bro?
More about what was going on in the international business world. And so that was another reason for going there. And
so Ghislaine Maxwell used to fucking like recruit young girls for Jeffrey Epstein to essentially and literally rape. I'm not going to applause for that. What the fuck am I doing? And it was like a ongoing thing. That was her thing with him. You didn't know anything about that? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're lying. You're lying. This guy was like obsessed with it. Donald Trump, he's a tremendous guy. I have a bigger penis than him, but he loves his girls young, and my dick is bigger than Marco Rubio's. What am I careful? What am I being careful of? What did I do?
The opportunities that I had to go to Wall Street and other places to learn whilst I was there were absolutely vital.
He was your guest as well. In 2000, Epstein...
Oh, I'm sure he talked to a lawyer before this, but he's still fucking failing miserably.
...was a guest at Windsor Castle and at Sandringham. He was brought right into the heart of the royal family at your invitation.
But certainly at my invitation, not at the royal family's invitation. But remember...
Oh, of course. Dude, they all fucking knew. And maybe if you like met with the guy once or twice and it truly was about some business opportunity, fine. Maybe some people in that book genuinely had no idea what was going on, but most did. Don't fucking tell me that they didn't. They're liars.
That it was his...
Yeah, what am I getting to? I highly doubt that they give a shit about me. I'm not relevant enough. If I had like 30,000 people here watching, maybe that'd be different.
Girlfriend. That was the key element.
And I'm not saying anything that anyone else already said multiple times on multiple different networks. Of course Trump did, and Clinton did. They all did. And Bill. Good old Bill. They're horrible people, man.
Element in this. he was the, as it were, +1 to some extent in that aspect.
Am I right in thinking you threw a birthday party for Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, at Sandringham?
Yeah, that's what you do with just casual business associates, right? You threw birthday parties with them. I'm sure no fucking at all was going on there, right? Especially with how he was a sex-addicted freak, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
No, it was a shooting weekend.
A shooting weekend.
Just a straightforward shooting weekend.
But during these times that he was a guest at Windsor Castle at Sandringham, the shooting weekend, we now know that he was and had been procuring young girls for sex trafficking.
We now know that.
Dude, they had a picture of Bill Clinton getting a massage by some 20-something-year-old girl about to go on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. He was there. How many times did he go on? Like 20-something times? You're telling me that Bill wasn't involved in any of that shit? Get the fuck... The guy was caught while he was president sticking a fucking cigar in his intern's pussy. Like, you're telling me he wasn't doing anything out there? Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. But he has the money and wealth and power to shut people up.
At the time, there was no indication to me or anybody else that that was what he was doing. And certainly, when I saw him either in the United States, when I saw him in the United States, or when I was staying in his houses in the United States, there was no indication, absolutely no.
You could tell by just his facial expressions that he's lying. I'm not an expert on this. I should have an expert on to watch one of these with me, but there's no fucking way. He's absolutely fucking lying.
Indication. And if there was, you have to remember that at the time, I was patron of the NSPCC's Full Stop campaign. So
because you're supposed to man up and not talk about mental health in the States. It's not a real thing. That's why. It's sad.
It was close up with what was going on in those time about getting rid of abuse to children. So I knew what the things were to look for, but I never saw them.
So you would have made that connection because you stayed with him, you were a visitor, a guest on many occasions at his homes, and nothing struck you as suspicious?
Nothing.
During that whole time?
No.
Neither Clinton nor Trump had Epstein. It was this guy's name that did him in. It doesn't get more Illuminati than the British Royals. I believe that. Even, like, I bet you it was even beyond him. Like, they don't want their name tarnished like that. So, oh yeah, Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. They got the... And like I said to you, whoever did it, it's almost like they purposely did it sloppy to make a point. Like, look, we could do... Not only can we kill someone and then say they killed themselves, we could do it really terribly. And it's obvious that they didn't kill themselves, to the point that Howard Stern was talking about it. That, yeah, the guy was murdered. He didn't commit suicide. And get away with it. Do you want to come fuck with us? They made a point. They drew a line in the sand to make a point. Like, yes, we are above the law. We have the money and power to get away with it. Don't fuck with us. That's exactly the point that was made with the sloppy death of Jeffrey Epstein, that they lied and said he killed himself. All of the cameras ended up not working. The two guards were distracted all at the same time. And his cellmate looked like he could, like, crush this porcelain bird with his thumb. Come on. Come on, don't piss on me and tell me that it's raining.
Just for the record, you've been on his private plane.
Yes.
Exactly, Jim.
You've been to stay on his private island.
Yes.
You've stayed at his home in Palm Beach.
Yes.
You've visited Ghislaine Maxwell's house in Belgravia in London.
Yes.
So in 2006, in May, an arrest warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor.
Yes.
In July, he was invited to Windsor Castle to your daughter, Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Why would you do that?
Because I was asking Ghislaine. But even so, at the time, I don't think certainly I wasn't aware when the invitation was issued...
Dude, you were connected to them for fucking years. How are you going to explain your way? You can't explain it. It's so obvious that what you were fucking there for, bro. Come on.
What was going on in the United States. And I wasn't aware until the media picked up on it, because he...
It's all a coincidence.
Never said anything about it.
He never discussed with you the fact that,
Drakey poo, have a good night.
that an arrest warrant had been issued. So he came to that party knowing police were investigating him.
Well, I'm not quite
Google fish, if this guy is not lying, then I have a gigantic cock.
Was it police that were... I don't know. You see, this is the problem.
It was the Palm Beach police at the time.
But I mean, I'm afraid, you see, this is the problem. Is that an awful lot of this was going on in the United States, and I wasn't a party to it, and I knew nothing about it.
In 2008, he
He's the
was
most honest person
convicted
you ever
of
seen.
soliciting and procuring a minor for prostitution. He was jailed. This was your friend. How did you feel?
Yeah, jailed. Let me lay that out. He had to he basically treated the jail like a hotel. They were like, "Oh, he's too hardworking, so they let him out for like what, 12 hours a day, and he used to have to just check into prison at night." I literally look it up, Jeffrey. It's ridiculous. Imagine like which will never happen, but I got caught with an underage prostitute. Do you think they'd be like, "Oh, Rich needs to make YouTube videos during the day. He just has to come to jail to sleep at night"? Like, come on. Because it would be too obvious. And I'm sure that she's not saying things that she knows that would make her disappear. And they can't be too obvious, right? If she just so happened to commit suicide too, it's like, it would just be too painfully ridiculous at that point. And yes, I have to... Jesus Christ, I finished this whole thing. So I got to piss again. And then I drank 2 huge things of coffee. But it's Ebola. That's the reason why I'm pissing this much. I forgot. I also drank these too. But the thing is, if I don't drink this fucking much, my mouth gets dry. Because I talk so much during these streams. Like, not like I'm going to the doctor for a physical to get fisted normally in less than a month anyway. I don't care. Like, but during the day I piss like twice, which probably means I should drink more. But the problem is especially because I had a super light dinner, and you drink all this, it's like where it has to come out, and my pee is like, it looks like it's spring water. Why am I talking about all this?
Well, I ceased contact with him after...
Hey, man, you needed to know Alan, and you are fucking welcome, and the birds welcome you too.
I was aware that he was under investigation, and that was later on in 2006.
I'm 40, bro. It's when you start getting fisted.
And I wasn't in touch with him again until 2010. So it was one of those things that if somebody's going through that sort of thing. Well,
Well, Rocker, like I'm saying, and I'm sorry, I'll stop stopping this. I know reviews stop it way too much, USA. But that's the thing. I could see if I pissed a lot during the day and I wasn't, then yeah, okay. But I don't pee. I mean, I do, but like normally, like once or twice. Because I should drink more, that means. But then at night, because I'm blah, 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 I gulp, 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 and then urine comes out of my hole.
I'm terribly sorry, I can't be...
so no contact?
No contact.
When he was serving time, there was no call, no letter, nothing there?
No.
Developers.
He was released in July. Within months, by December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion. Why? Why were you staying with a convicted sex offender?
Right. I have always, ever since this has happened, and since this has become, as it were, public knowledge that I was there, I've questioned myself as to why did I go, what was I doing, and was it the right thing to do? Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted...
Get the fuck out. Make a phone call then. Shut the fuck up. Make a phone call. Yeah, I can't associate with you anymore, bro. I found out what you... Come on.
It was inappropriate for us to be seen together. And I had a number of people counsel me in both directions, either to go and see him or not to go and see him. And I took the judgment call that because this was serious, and I felt that doing it over the telephone was the chicken's way of doing it. I had to...
Look, all right, he's at least poorly trying to explain. Dude, were you dating? You had to go meet him to do it? Get the fuck out of here. He's such a liar.
To go and see him and talk to him. And I went to see him, and I was doing a number of other things in New York at the time, and we had an opportunity to go for a walk in the park.
Yeah, let's go for it. Did they hold hands too? This is such a joke.
And that was the conversation, coincidentally, that was photographed, which was when I said to him, I said, look, because of what has happened, I don't think it is a...
No, let me translate to you what actually was happening. They were probably discussing... First off, Jeffrey Epstein wanted to get a picture of him so he had dirt on him, because that was a thing he did. Secondly, they were probably discussing how do we sweep this under the rug. He wasn't saying, oh yeah, let me hold your hand and tell you how I can't hang out with you anymore. Were you dating him, bro? Like, come on, dude.
Appropriate that we should remain in contact.
What a joke.
And by mutual agreement during that walk in the park, we decided that we would part company, and I left, I think it was the next day. And to this day, I never...
Did you kiss and make up before you left, or what?
I had any contact with him from that day forward.
What did he say when you told him that you were breaking up the friendship?
He was what I would describe as understanding.
I'd even pay attention to his teeth and how you mention it. I got chapped lips, though, so I can't really talk.
He didn't go into any great depth in the conversation about what I was doing, or what he was doing, except to say that he'd accepted whatever it was, a plea bargain. He'd served his time, and
served his time. They let him treat the prison like a fucking resort. That infuriates me. Always did.
He was carrying on with his life. You see what I mean? And I said yes, but I'm afraid to say that.
Tyler, do I pause too much like this? Like I always say, I talk a lot during these videos, and I'm not saying this in a demeaning manner. I genuinely mean that. If you'd like to watch the video without interruption, then you have the title of the video right there.
That's as may be, but with all the attendant scrutiny on me, then I don't think it is a wise thing to do.
Who advised you then that it was a good idea to go and break up the friendship? Did that come from the palace? Was Her Majesty the Queen involved?
No.
Trump would be confrontational and like, you are fake news. Yes, I may have hung out with a pedophile, but I have a tremendous spray tan. Like he would have fought.
Came from, so there were a number of people who so some
That's
people
how
from,
Trump looks credible.
My staff, some people from
He just fights, and everyone's
friends
like,
and family
yeah.
I was talking to.
You hang out with a pedophile, a convicted child rapist, and you just say, I wish Ghislaine Maxwell a tremendous good luck. She's a great woman who would recruit younger girls for Jeffrey Epstein and his cohorts to rape, but I'm okay with that because I rape them too. Allegedly, more than likely.
And I took the decision that it was, I had to show leadership and I had to go and see him and I had to tell him, that's it.
That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to...
Like, why would Donald Horndog, we've known this before it was even a thought that he was going to be President Trump, be hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein? Give me a fucking... And the thing is that the people that jump off of Trump's erect cock like it's a diving board, yeah, we hate the pedophiles. You know that Trump hung out with Jeffrey Epstein quite a bit and was on, like, engaged with him quite a bit. You're a cock. Okay.
to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honor.
Oh, in 2010, there certainly wasn't a party to celebrate his release in December, because it was a small dinner party. There were only 8 or 10 of us, I think, at the dinner. If there was a party, then I'd know nothing about that.
You were invited to that dinner as a guest of honor.
Well, I was there, so there was a dinner. I don't think it was quite as you might put it, but yeah, okay, I was there.
This guy's a shitty liar, man.
I'm just trying to work this out, because you said you went to break up the relationship, and yet you stayed at that New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things while I was there.
Bro, I've had fallouts with people before. You know what you do? You message them, you call them. I don't take a walk in the park with them. I'm like, I'm sorry, we can't get together anymore. Like, come on, it doesn't even make sense.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay. I've gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end,
dude, you have more money than any of us could ever imagine. Stay at a hotel. Don't you think if you weren't in cahoots with him trying to hook up with these young girls and underage girls, wouldn't you want to avoid being with him as much as possible at this point? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like laughable that this is even a debate.
With the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely the wrong thing to do. But at the time, I felt it was the honourable and right thing to do. And I admit fully that my judgment was probably coloured by my tendency to be too honourable, but that's just the way it is.
Because during that time, those few days, witnesses say they saw many young girls coming and going at the time. There is video footage of Epstein accompanied by young girls, and you were there staying in his house, catching up with friends.
If they were, then I wasn't a party to any of that. I never saw them. I mean, you have to understand that his house, I described it more as almost as a railway station, if you know what I mean, in the sense that
and he'll be insulated by his status
all
too.
the time.
That's
what
why
they were
Google
doing
Fish.
and why they were there, I had nothing to do with. So I'm afraid I can't make any comment on that, because I really don't know.
Another guest
Your
was
face
John
says it all.
Brockman, the literary agent. Now, he described seeing you there getting a foot massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen?
No.
You're absolutely sure, or you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
So John Brockman's statement is false?
Well, I don't know Mr. Brockman, so I don't know what he's talking about.
But that definitely wasn't you getting a foot massage from a...
Oh, come on. They're not going to mistake the fucking prince. Give me a break, man.
girl in Jeffrey Epstein's house?
No.
It might seem a funny way to break off a friendship, a 4-day house party of
yeah, that alone
sorts with a dinner. It's an odd way to break
It's a
up
difficult
friendship.
way of putting it. That's a very stark way of putting it. Yes, you're absolutely right. But actually, the truth of it is that I actually
grown ass
saw
men
him
just say, "Yo, I ain't fucking with you anymore."
for about
It's that simple.
what the dinner party, the walk in the park, and probably passing in the passage.
So let's go to that Central Park walk,
Yeah,
which was
yeah.
snapped. Friends of yours suggest that Epstein wanted that photo taken. Perhaps
Yeah,
he'd
of
even
course.
set it up. Do you worry that you were being played?
Again, new information is coming out since his suicide, has
Suicide,
made
yeah.
us reappraise
Suicide.
that walk in the park. We can't find any evidence, or my staff and my people and I can't find any evidence to suggest that that was what he was doing. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways. The fact of the matter is that somebody very cleverly took that photograph. It wasn't, as far as I remember, nor do my security people remember anybody being present or close, because there were enough security around. I mean, there were photographs.
What a long-winded, nonsensical answer. Dude, he was taking a photo of you to blackmail you to cover his own ass. Like, come on.
The security people are around in the photo. So I mean,
I
he
guess
could
what
have done, but I
Yeah. I guess what I'm asking is, do you feel that you were part of Epstein's public rehabilitation?
Oh, no. Funny enough, I don't. No. I mean, if he was doing, if that photograph was taken for that with that purpose in mind, then it doesn't equate to what actually happened.
So why wouldn't you announce this breakup when you got back? Why wouldn't you publicly explain what you'd done? Did you worry that he had something that could compromise you?
No.
Do you regret that trip?
Yes.
Do you regret the whole friendship with Epstein?
Yeah, he sounds like a guy who has something to hide.
Now, still not, and the reason being is that the people that I met and the opportunities that I was given to learn.
His floppy chin says it all, too.
Either by him or because of him, were actually very useful. He himself, not as it were as close as you might think. We weren't that close. So therefore, I mean, yes, I would go and stay in his house, but that was because of his girlfriend, not because of him.
Was that visit, December of 2010, the only time you saw him
Solid
after
Crusader,
he was
okay.
convicted?
Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
see him or speak
No.
to him again?
No, that was that.
Never
Funny enough,
since
2010 was it. That was.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a car accident. Is he okay? Let's give you the farts now. Let's go. We're going to do
You win. Perfect.
who is owed IAS in a U.S. response to Russia and the... Yeah, I heard about all that, Simon.
Was it because I went?
Didn't, like, the NVIDIA deal get shot down for ARM?
Well, first of all...
Or didn't they pull out?
I wanted to make sure that if I was going to go and see him, I had to make sure that there was enough time between his release, because it wasn't something that I was going into in a hurry, But I had to go.
Good. I'm glad he's fine.
I had to go and see him. I
And
had to
stay
tell
with him and
You
stay
fed
in the
Paul
house.
out.
I
with a
could
convicted
easily have
sex
gone and
offender.
stayed somewhere else, but sheer convenience of being able to get a hold of the man.
Bro, he was in Manhattan. There are like a billion hotels everywhere that you could afford every single one of them. Why did you need to stay there unless something was beneficial to you there, like having a young girl to fuck? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. This is a joke.
And I mean, he was in and out all over the place. So
I'm sure
getting
he
him
was
in
in
one
and
place for a period of time to actually have a long enough conversation to say, look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to. And that happened on the walk.
July of this year, Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking and abusing dozens of underage girls. One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She says
This
she
part's
met you in
amazing.
2001. She says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She
Trump? Did she say Trump nightclub? Or am I wrong about that?
went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
Tramp. Okay,
You
Tramp.
don't
Tramp,
remember
sorry.
meeting her?
No.
She says she met you in 2001. She dined with you. She danced with you. You bought her drinks. You were in Tramp nightclub in London. And she went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Didn't happen.
Do you remember her?
So, you hear something like that, you'd be like, dude, if you're really innocent of it, you'd be like, what the no. But he's just like, no. It's so, there's no conviction. You're a fucking liar.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting her. I'm almost, in fact, I'm convinced that I was never in Tramps with her. There are a number of things that are wrong with that story.
Tramps. Okay.
One of which is that I don't know where the bar is in Tramps. I don't drink. I don't think
We've
I've
watched the Bill
ever
Gates one.
bought a drink in Tramps whenever I was there.
Do you remember dancing at Tramp?
No.
Yeah, it's so
That
weird, Crystal.
couldn't have happened
The whole
because the
dynamic
date that
between
was being
Ghislaine Maxwell and
suggested-
Jeffrey Epstein.
I was at home with the children.
You know that
No,
you
he has
were
Donald Care.
at
Yes, he
home
has
with the
no neck.
children. Was it a memorable night?
On that particular day that we now understand is the date, which is the 10th of March, I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking for a party at I suppose sort of 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And then because the Duchess was away, we have a simple rule in the family that when one's away, the other one's there. I was on terminal leave at the time from the Royal Navy, so therefore I was at home.
Why
So
would you
wait, did he
remember
say he
that
was
so
drinking there?
specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Because going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do.
He's so thought of all this. Like, how would I? No, you dude, come on.
A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been to Woking a couple of times, and I remember it weirdly distinctly. As soon as somebody reminded me of it, I went, oh yes, I remember that. But I have no recollection of...
Or you needed an alibi and you thought of one.
ever meeting or being in the company or the presence.
Such
so
a
you're
fucking
absolutely
joke.
sure that you're at home on the 10th of March.
Yeah.
She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have bath, possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time.
Of course, it just so happened you conveniently didn't sweat at that time. Now you sweat again. What a miracle. Oh, man.
And that was, actually, Yes. I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at. And I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat. And it's only because I have done a number of things in the recent past that I'm starting to be able to do that again. So I'm afraid to say that there's a medical condition that says that I didn't do it, so therefore.
Is it possible that you met Virginia Roberts, dined with her, danced with her in Tramp, had sex with her on another date?
No.
Do you...
There's some... You're bringing up a very broad and heavy topic there, Simon.
remember meeting her at all?
No.
But yeah, there's more important things going on in the world. I understand what you're saying.
Do you know you didn't meet her, or do you just not remember meeting her?
No, I have. I don't know if I've met her, but no, I have no recollection of meeting her.
Because she was very specific. She described the dance that you had together in Tramp. She described meeting you. She was a 17-year-old girl meeting a senior member of the royal family.
Never happened.
She provided a photo of the
Yes.
two of you together.
Yes.
Your arm was around her waist.
Yes.
You've seen the photo.
I've seen the photograph.
How do you explain that?
I can't. Because I have no...
Because you were fucking with her!
No, again, I have absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
Do you recognise yourself in the photo?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult not to recognise yourself.
Your friend suggested that the photo is fake.
I think...
Yeah, and it's like not, you know, it's not a deep fake fucking photo.
It's...
you know, come on.
From the investigations that we've done, you can't prove whether or not that photograph is fake because it is a photograph of a photograph of a photograph. So it's very difficult to be able to prove it.
Oh, this guy.
But I don't remember that.
This is literal fucking mansplaining.
Photograph ever being taken.
But it's possible that it was you with your arm around
That's
her
me, but whether that's my hand or whether that's
oh
the
my
position,
God.
But I don't. I have simply no recollection of a photograph ever.
That's definitely me, but is that my hand? We'll never know.
Being taken.
The world has now seen the photo that Virginia Roberts provided, taken by Epstein, we understand, in Ghislaine Maxwell's house.
Well, here's the problem. I've never seen Epstein with a camera in my life.
I think it was Virginia Roberts' camera. She said...
Yeah, because he didn't have a bunch of money that other people could be taking pictures. I mean, he had a picture painted of Bill Clinton in a fucking dress. I'm sure he could have threw a couple coins someone's way to get a picture made, man. Get out of here.
A little Kodak one that she lent to Epstein. He took a photo, and your arm is round her waist.
I don't remember that photograph ever being taken. I don't remember going upstairs in the house because that photograph is taken upstairs. And I'm not entirely convinced that, I mean, that is what I would describe as me in that picture, but we can't be certain as to whether or not that's my hand on her, whatever it is, left side.
You think that...
Because I have no recollection of that photograph ever being taken.
So why would somebody have put in another hand? You think it is you next to her in the photo?
Oh, it's definitely me. I mean, that's a picture of me. It's not a picture of...
So what you're insinuating is that it was shopped, but even though it doesn't look shopped and people have checked it to see it's shopped, oh, you can't tell it's shopped because it's a picture of a picture of a picture. Come on, dude. I know, believe me, I am ReviewTechUSA where people try to do shit and take me out of context and do, but no. This is just weak bullshit, man.
I don't believe it's a picture of me in London because when I go out in London, I wear a suit and a tie. That's what I would describe as those are my travelling clothes if I'm going to go.
What kind of underwear are you wearing too?
Overseas. So I've got
Do you wear your
plenty of
lucky
photographs
underwear?
of me dressed in those sorts of sort of kit, but not there.
Just to clarify, so you think that photo has been faked?
Nobody can prove whether or not that photograph has been doctored, but I don't recollect that photograph ever being taken.
And you don't recollect
And that's what you're fucking
having
banking
your
on.
hand
No.
round her waist in Ghislaine Maxwell's house on any occasion, even if it was a different
I'm terribly
date?
sorry, but if I, as a member of the royal family, and I have a photograph taken, and I take very, very few photographs, I am not one to, as it were, hug, and public displays of affection are not something that I do. So that's the best explanation I can give you, and I'm afraid to say that I don't believe that photograph was taken in the way that has been suggested.
Why would people not believe that you were there?
I'm sorry, why would?
I'm just trying to understand. There's a photo inside Ghislaine Maxwell's house. Ghislaine herself is in the background. Why would people not believe that you were there with her that night?
Well, they might well wish to believe it, but the photograph is taken upstairs, and I don't think I ever went upstairs in Ghislaine's house.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, because the dining room and everything was on the ground floor. It was as you came in the hall. So I don't remember ever going up there. I'm at a loss to explain this particular photograph. If the original was ever produced, then perhaps we might be able to solve it, but I can't.
You can say categorically
Unreal.
that you don't recall meeting Virginia Roberts, dining with her, dancing with her at Tramp, or going on to have sex with her in a bedroom in a house in Belgravia.
I can absolutely categorically tell you it never happened.
Do you recall any kind of
As he hesitates to say it never happened.
sexual contact with Virginia Roberts
None.
then or any other time?
None whatsoever.
Because she said in a legal deposition, a legal court document in 2015, she had sex with you 3 times. She is not confused about this. She said the first was in London when she was trafficked to you. The second was at Epstein's mansion in New York.
That is a date in April, I believe. Is that correct?
She said it was a month or so later.
Yeah. Well, I think that the date that we have for that shows that I was in Boston, or I was in New York the previous day, and I was at a dinner for...
God, he's just making up a layer upon layer of bullshit as he goes.
Brand Trust in New York, and then I flew up to Boston the following day. And then on the day that she says that this occurred, they'd already left to go to the island before.
As much as you guys know I'm all about innocent until proven guilty, it is just statistically impossible with having as much engagement as you've had with this guy. Which even like people said, if it's 3 times a year for someone in the royal family is an insane amount of time. That you didn't at least catch a whiff of what was going on, dude. You're full of shit.
Before I got back from Boston. So I don't think that could have happened at all.
There was a witness there, Johanna Stolberg, who says that you did visit the house in that month.
I probably did. I don't think... on one of the weird things, I was staying with the... because of what I was doing, I was staying with the Consul General, which is further down the street on 5th. So I wasn't staying there. I may have visited.
No, he's not in jail. He just had his title stripped from the royal family and stuff like that. Like it's a slap in the wrist, man.
No, definitely no activity.
Because in a legal deposition, 2015, she said she had sex with you 3 times. Once in a London house when she was trafficked to you in Maxwell's house.
Yes.
Once in New York a month or so later at Epstein's mansion, and once on his private island in a group of 7 or 8 other girls?
No.
Oh my
No
God.
to all of it.
All of it. Absolutely
Fuck off.
no to all of it.
Your response is so
Why would she be
obvious,
saying
dude.
those things?
We wonder exactly the same, but I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
She made these claims in a US deposition. Are you saying you don't believe her? She's lying.
That's a very difficult thing to answer, because I'm not in a position to know what she's trying to achieve, but I can tell you categorically, I don't remember meeting her at all. I do not remember a photograph being taken, and I've said consistently and frequently that we never had any sort of sexual contact whatever.
She spoke about you outside the court in August of this year.
Your
She
body
said,
language says
quote,
differently.
"He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it."
And the answer is nothing.
So if Virginia Roberts is watching this interview, what is your message to her?
I don't have a message for her. Because...
Why? If I was accused of something I didn't do, I'd be like, you're a liar. How dare you say this about me and hurt my credibility, and shame on you. Why do you have nothing to say? I'd have plenty to fucking say. Unless a lawyer told me not to, but still, he should just say I would have to speak to my lawyer, but he's sitting there saying, I don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
I have to have a thick skin. If somebody's going to make those sorts of allegations, then I've just got to have a thick skin and get on with it. But they never happened.
For the record, is there any way you could have had sex with that young woman or any young woman trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein in any of his residences?
No. And without putting too fine a point on it, if you're a man, it is a positive act to have sex with somebody. You have to.
Yeah, so you definitely remember it. You're just denying it right now.
Have to take some sort of positive action. And so therefore, if you try to forget, it's very difficult to try and forget positive action. And I do not remember anything. I can't. I've racked my brain.
I have never heard someone describe, this is incredible. The mental gymnastics he is doing is S tier. But it just makes it more obvious that he's full of shit, though.
I'm thinking, oh, well, when the allegations came out originally, I went, well, that's a bit strange. I don't remember this. And then I've been through it and through it and through it.
And that's not a normal reaction.
Again.
If someone accused me of insane shit like this and I didn't do it, I'd be flipping the fuck out and pissed.
And no, nothing. Never happened.
Epstein's housekeeper, also in a Florida court legal deposition, said that you visited the Palm Beach residence around 4 times a year. You got a daily massage.
4 times a year?
That was what he said in a Florida court legal deposition.
No.
I'm just wondering, when you look back...
That he probably didn't do. I could tell by his reaction.
Now, is there a chance that those massages might have been the services of someone who was being sexually exploited or trafficked by Epstein?
No. I don't think... I mean, no, definitely not. Definitely not. And I definitely did not visit his Palm Beach house 3 or 4 times a year. Absolutely not.
How many times would you say you visited?
In total, probably 4 times. In total, throughout the time that I knew him. In fact, probably that was the place that if you see what I mean, he was in the house more there than in in other places that I was.
So that's where you'd
at.
find him.
But it was usually because I was going through and on somewhere else. So it was a day. That was it.
You said in your statement from the palace, at no time did I see, witness or suspect any suspicious behaviour. Virginia Roberts' legal team says you could not spend time around Epstein and not know what was going on. You could not spend time.
His whole life was fucking based, or he was nuts. He was a fucking sick psychopath.
Around Epstein and not know.
Like, maybe, like I said before, the exceptions are like if you did like a business meeting with him once or twice. But if you were like on this guy a few times a year, get the fuck out of here, man. You're so full of shit.
What was going on?
If you are somebody like me, then people behave in a subtly different way. You wouldn't. First of all, I'm not looking for it. That's the thing. If you're looking for it, then you might have suspected now, with the benefit of a huge amount of hindsight and a huge amount of analysis, you look back and you go, well, was that really?
Yeah, hanging out with newsflash, hanging out with a convicted pedophile, even after they've been convicted, is a really bad idea. But if you're if you're rich royalty, then you think you're above the law. It's that simple. It's not rocket science, man. Not just streaming for the dude. I stream around this. Usually I stream like over 3 hours now, and plus I started super early today. It's only 11 o'clock.
It was, or was I looking at it the wrong way? But you don't go into these places. You don't go to stay with people looking for that.
You could not spend time around him. That was what they said. You could not spend time around him and not know.
Look, the other aspect of this is that I live in an institution at Buckingham Palace which has members of staff walking around all the time. And I don't wish to appear grand, but there were a lot of people who were walking around Jeffrey Epstein's house. As far as I was aware, they were staff, they were people that were working for him, or doing things. I interacted with them, if you wanted to say good morning, good afternoon, but I didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way that was, what are you doing here, why are you here, what's going on?
But you'd notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Buckingham Palace,
God.
wouldn't you?
But you would notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Jeffrey's house. Wasn't there. Not when I was there. Now, he may have changed his behavior patterns.
She wasn't literally meeting hundreds of girls, dude.
In order...
You had to have known what was going on. You weren't just, like I said, it was like once or twice that maybe you were looking for like an investment.
For
so frustrating
that not to be obvious to me. So I don't know. I mean, you're asking me to speculate on things that I just don't know about.
You seem utterly convinced you're telling the truth. Would you be willing to testify or give a statement under oath if you were asked?
Well, I'm like everybody else, and I would have to take
what an evasive
all
answer.
The legal advice that there was before I was.
But if you had nothing to hide, why would you have to? Your answer is shit. Compared to this, Bill's, well, he's dead as 4D chess by making the eater feel baffled so he could change his. Well, he's yeah. So Bill, what do you feel about Jeffrey Epstein? Oh, well, he's dead. Well, okay, Bill, thank you.
To do that sort of thing, but if push came to shove, and the legal,
why do I piss so much? I have no idea.
Legal advice was to do so, then I would be duty bound to do so.
Because you've said there are many unanswered questions.
Yep.
Everyone affected wants closure.
No pressure.
You would help to provide that closure.
If in the right circumstances, yes, I would, because I think there's just as much closure for me as there is for everybody else. And undoubtedly, some very strange and unpleasant activities have been going on. I'm afraid to say that I'm not the person who can shed light on it for a number of reasons. One of which is that I wasn't there long enough. If you go in for a day, 2 days at a time, it's quite easy, I'm led to believe, for those sorts of people to hide their activities for that period of time and then carry on when you're not there.
Virginia Roberts' lawyers, legal
they
teams,
stopped everything just because you were there, dude. Shut the fuck up.
that they've asked for a legal
They
statement
behaved
from
around him
you.
like he was
There
a
is
teacher
an active
walking in a
FBI
classroom.
investigation now. Would you be willing to provide that?
Again, I'm bound by what my legal advice legal advisors tell me.
Epstein was found dead.
Yep.
In prison.
Yes.
In August of this year.
Yep.
What was your response on hearing that he'd died?
Shock.
Some people think that he didn't take his own life.
Some people. No. Every fucking person who has a brain.
There again, I'm not one to be able to answer that question. I believe that centres around something to do with a bone in his neck, as to whether or not if you commit suicide that bone breaks or something. But I'm afraid to say I'm not an expert. I have to take what the coroner says, and he has ruled that it was suicide. So.
He's dead. His girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, your old friend,
Yep.
was, victims say, complicit in his behaviour.
Well, that bit I can't help you with because I've no idea.
Do you think that she has questions to answer about her role in this?
Well, in the same way that I have questions to answer in the sense of what was I doing, and as I say, that I was there to my mind, be honourable and say to him, look, you've been convicted. It would be incompatible for me to be seen with you. Unfortunately, somebody was standing around with a camera at the time and got a photograph of us. It's one of the very few photographs there are of us, but that was the case. If there are questions that Ghislaine has to answer, that's her problem. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to be able to comment one way or the other.
When was your last contact with her?
It was earlier this year, funny enough, in the summer, in the spring, summer.
About what?
She was here doing some rally.
So even though he had by then been arrested and was facing charges of sex trafficking?
No. This was
pretty
early
much
spring,
death metal.
I think. This was long, because when was he arrested?
July.
No, it was before July.
And that was the last time?
Yeah. Because
Did you discuss Epstein at all then?
No, not actually. Funnily enough, no, not at all. There wasn't anything to discuss about him because he wasn't in the news. It wasn't. It was just we'd moved on.
I want to talk about moving on now.
Oh yeah, right.
Moved on.
Epstein is dead.
Yes.
The women are now being heard.
Quite rightly.
How do you move on from this?
So many questions about Michael Jackson fish oil.
Well,
so many.
It's an interesting way of putting it. I'm
so
carrying
on that.
what I do. I have a number of things that I have been doing since 2011. They're pretty well organised, pretty successful, and so I'm carrying on and trying to improve those things that I'm already doing.
I wonder what effect all this has had on your close family. You've got daughters of your own.
It has been what I would describe as a constant sore in the family. We all knew him.
Gee, I wonder why.
And I think that if we have a conversation about it, we're all left with the same thing of what on earth happened? Well, how did he get to where he was? What did he do? How did he do it? And so it's just a constant sort of gnaw.
Why is the stream?
This
I mean,
first
hey,
came out
everyone's
in
different.
2011.
I find this shit interesting.
And it was a surprise to all of us, because the photographs.
Floppy, the Michael Jackson thing is so confusing. It is so many twists and turns. I don't know what to believe with that one.
Published at a separate time to when I was there, and there was sort of a question about what was going on, and as a family we discussed it. And then in 2015, when the allegations were made in the deposition, there was a sort of this is the immediate family, not the wider family. The wider family couldn't be more supportive, but the immediate family, it was, well, what's all this about? And
well, no shit.
We all just we're at a loss. So it's just.
Has the episode been damaging to the royal family, to Her Majesty the Queen?
I don't believe it's been damaging to the Queen at all. Has to me, and it's been a constant drip, if you see what I mean.
At least it would make it more entertaining instead of just seeing him just bury himself, basically.
In the background that people want to know.
Oh shit! I mean to do that.
If I was in a position to be able to answer all these questions in a way that gave sensible answers, other than the ones that I've given that gave closure, then I'd love it. But I'm afraid I can't. I'm just not in a position to do so, because I'm just as much in the dark as many people.
How do you reconnect with the public then now?
You don't.
But exactly what I'm doing, which is to use and to continue to work with pitch, to continue to work with idea and the things that I believe strongly in. I'm not somebody who does things.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like DSP. I was scratching my leg. You might as well just say that. Oh, I was scratching my leg the whole time.
In competition with people. I do things in collaboration with people. So I want people to work together to come to, as it were, a solution to a bigger problem. And so I got a number of people working together, particularly in the education field, particularly and also in areas of government and what they are doing, so that we're bringing everybody together, so that we're all pushing in the same direction. An idea now does that. We've been going properly now for 2 years. We've got 3.5 million people who've got a badge. We've got 500,000, or just over 500,000 young people who are using the service, and I'm trying to think what else we've got, but it's well, it's designed for 7 to 14-year-olds in the United Kingdom, and it turns out it's done from 5 to 95 around the world.
Of course she's not.
So
anyone with common sense wouldn't buy any of it.
So we're slightly.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about right now.
We have to bring this to a close because we're running out of time.
He's just talking about random shit.
You've faced questions today on a very, very raw subject. There has never been an interview like this before. I wonder what that tells us about the way the royal family now confronts these difficult situations. Has there been a sea change?
I think that the problem that we face in the 21st century is social media. There is a whole range of things that you face now that you didn't face 25 years ago, because it was just the print media. And I think that to some extent there is a thick skin that you have to have. And again, I'm not a confrontationalist myself. I would prefer to be able to, as it were, resolve things in a way that is sensible. And so choosing to, as it were, get out there and talk about these things, it's almost a mental health issue to some extent for me, in the sense that it's been nagging at my mind for a great many years. I know that I made the wrong judgment and I made the wrong decision.
Multiple times.
But I made the wrong decision and the wrong judgment, I believe, fundamentally for the right reasons, which is to say to somebody, I'm not going to see you again. And in fact, From that day forth, I was never in contact with him. The subsequent allegations are what I would describe as surprising, shocking, and a distraction. But that's, I mean, there are all sorts of things that are on the internet and out there in the public domain that we just sort of go, well, yeah, but I'm afraid this is, it just never happened.
You've talked about a thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you have any sense now of guilt, regret, or shame about any of your behaviour and your friendship with Epstein?
As far as Mr. Epstein
He's
is
not going to
concerned,
say if he
it was
does.
the wrong decision to go and see him in 2010.
And again, and again,
As far
and
as
again.
My association with him was concerned, it had some seriously beneficial outcomes in areas that have nothing to do with what I would describe as what we're talking about today. On balance, could I have avoided ever meeting him? Probably not, and that's because of my friendship with Ghislaine. It was inevitable that we would have come across each other. Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
Yeah.
Is a little bit more than unbecoming there, Chief.
I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender. But no. Was I right in having him as a friend at the time? And bearing in mind this was some years before he was accused of being a sex offender. I don't think there was anything wrong then. The problem was the fact that once he had been convicted,
you stayed with him.
I stayed with him, and that's the bit that
they're always repeat
I
offenders.
kick myself for on a daily basis.
It's very troubling.
It was not something that was becoming of a member of the royal family, and we try and uphold the highest standards and practices, and I let the side down. Simple as that.
This interview has been exceptionally rare. You might not speak on this subject again. Is there anything you feel has been left unsaid that you would like to say now? No,
I don't think so. I think you've probably dragged out most of what is required, and I'm truly
There's so
grateful
many
for the
classics,
opportunity
fish
that
oil.
you've given me to be able to discuss this with you.
Your Royal Highness, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
God, that's such shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, this is actually a perfect time to end the stream because I do have some other stuff I got to work on. Regular chat, super chat, new members. I appreciate all you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with more content, and I'm going to go work on some other stuff. Have a good one.